From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz, hello?
Hello?
Dan Maury, hello?
Bonjour, hi.
This is 5 in 7.
Ah, yes. 5 and 7. Very easy. Welcome to it. Simply put, we will ask Dammit Maury to name 5 things. He has 7 seconds to name those 5 things. Mocha will be the official judge and timekeeper. Dammit Maury, are you ready?
Yeah.
Mocha?
All right. This is going to be great.
What was that?
Dammit Maury, are you ready?
Yes.
Mocha, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Dammit Maury, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Name 5 words that start and end with a vowel.
Okay, so like Ohio, Apple, oh my God, apparatus. No.
Yes, would have given you Apple. One, I would have given you Africa. I would have given you office. Would have given you I. Would have given you any of the words, really.
That do the thing you said.
Yes. That
Do you know what the vowels are?
Yeah, A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y.
Okay. And sometimes...
Y.
And sometimes...
Y.
W.
A-E-I... No, never.
Yeah. A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y, and sometimes W.
When did that happen?
What's that?
When?
Like 30 years ago?
Oh, who knew?
Everybody?
Sometimes W. You're making that up.
Moving on. Dammit Maury. Name 5 Italian cities.
Venice, Sicily, Italian cities.
Yo, what about the city of Buongiorno?
What?
Okay, would have given you Rome. would have given you Naples.
Oh, Rome, yeah, built in a day.
Would have given you not built in a day is actually the saying. Would have given you Florence. Would have given you Milan. Yes,
The
Venice.
one with the leaning tower.
Venice is in there. Yes. Dammit Maury, are you ready? Name 5 actors who have played Superman.
Oh, Christopher Reeves. Oh, and
Loser.
okay.
Incorrect. You didn't even get the first one right. It's Christopher Reeve, not Reeves.
'Cause there's
Christopher
one.
Reeve, correct.
Because that's his last name.
That's his last name, actually. Yeah. Yes, Christopher Reeve, Tom Welling, Dean Cain, Brendan Routh, Henry Cavill,
All right,
all
yes.
people who have
Dean
played.
Cain. Yeah.
Who says it like that?
He was on SNL once.
Okay, here we go.
That one time he was on SNL.
Okay, Maury, are you ready? Name 5 things that are white on the outside.
Me? Can I say that one again?
No.
I said me. Okay.
Okay, you want to try again?
Yeah.
Okay, Maury, name 5 things that are white on the outside.
A ghost. A can of white paint. White on the outside. White.
Loser.
Okay.
Yo, what about a friggin' marshmallow?
Okay.
I said
But that's
no.
also white on the inside. I would have given you hard-boiled egg as white on the outside. I would have given you a dove. All sorts of other
soap,
colors on
yeah.
the inside. No, not soap. A dove. A polar bear, white on the outside. I would have given you a joint as something that's white on the
But did you
outside.
hear my last one? A white chocolate arrow.
Sure. Also, a light bulb. I would have given you white on the outside, and then you have metal bits that are different colors on the inside.
Snowbank.
Excuse me.
Snowbank.
Okay. Finally, we'll end with this. Maury, name 5 animals without fur.
Okay, 5 animals without hairless cat. Elephant. Eel.
Loser.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Hairless cat. I mean, it's not wrong, but...
Yeah, I would have given you birds. Alligator, crab, fish, rhino, I would have given you.
I said eel.
Yeah, eel, sure. Yeah. How'd you think you did there, Maura?
Oh, I said elephant.
No. I just mean in general.
It was entertaining.
And that is how you play 5 and 7.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Smells disgusting in here. Have you guys heard of the Snickle?
Yeah. So, but you got, let me see this. So the Snickle is what? Explain this to me, Mocha. It is a Snickers and a
pickle.
And a pickle.
Yeah, so you
Two
take the
great
pickle.
things, by the way, on their own.
Okay.
You take the pickle, you slice it in half. You're supposed to hollow out the middle a bit, and then you shove your Snickers bar inside of that, and then you eat it.
Right. So that's the way I've seen it. So I've seen a pickle, fat pickles, man.
Huge pickles.
And you
jumbo.
hollow out the middle of the pickle, and then you jam a Snickers bar inside the pickle, and then you eat it. So it's like a Snickle burrito.
Yeah.
But your pickles, I'm looking at right now, because you and Maury are going to try this. This is like a Snickle sandwich, right?
Yeah, you got like a jar with the smallest pickles ever.
These are regular sized pickles to me.
No, but did you not see this trend? Like,
It says a lot about you, Maury, where you look at that and you think that's regular size.
Like, if you've seen
This
on
is an
TikTok,
average
though,
pickle.
if you've seen on TikTok, I know it's how you use it, right?
Yeah.
If you've seen on TikTok, they use like the jumbo size pickles.
I think you need an American pickle for that. I don't think
Can
that...
I put two pickles together?
No, that's
if you want.
Yeah.
By
Okay.
the way, if you look up the hashtag Snickle
Yes.
on TikTok, 10.8 million views.
It's crazy. So as we know, a pickle is a pickle, and then inside a Snickers bar is the milk chocolate, and then you got the caramel, you got peanuts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Snickers bars so
Nougat.
much.
It has
And
caramel,
nougat.
nougat, milk
Oh, my
chocolate.
God.
So Maury, you have a pickle?
Yep, two
Do you
pickles.
have
I need
Mocha's
a pickle. I need
Mocha
a
I'm
needs a
going to come over
pickle.
and give you a pickle.
Yeah. Does he get to choose his own? Oh, it's like the county fair.
Hold on.
Okay, so Mocha's now choosing his pickle.
I need a big pickle.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Let's see here.
Maury's still laughing, by the way. He's so far away from a microphone, but you have to know.
Yeah, this one I
He
guess.
just thought he was hysterical.
So I'm going to start cutting my
Okay.
pickle in half.
Okay, so, and you're going to go straight in half, right?
Yeah.
Would you sort of like canoe it?
Just no, Maury, just go straight in half. Okay, don't get fancy. Maury holds a knife super weird. Look at the way he holds a knife like a pencil.
Yeah, that's weird.
I've never seen anybody hold a knife that way. That's so weird to me. What do you cut like that? Do you cut food like that?
Well, how's he supposed to cut? If you hold it too far back, then it gets all wobbly.
I imagine holding a knife like a pencil, but the sharp end is where the lead would be. Right? That's how he holds.
so
That's how he
odd.
holds a knife.
Okay,
that's
hold on.
super weird, man.
So-
Also, not safe at all. Okay, so Maury, cut your pickle in half.
Oh,
is your
pickles in
pickle halved?
I love
Mocha, is
Snickers
your-
so much.
Is your pickled halved?
Yes,
Maury?
it is.
A Mocha.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, now undo your Snickers.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Build it up here, so we can
Here's
see.
what it looks like. All right.
Oh, that doesn't look good at all.
Look at that pickle juice just dripping.
Oh, okay. So Maury, now hold yours up.
Oh, it smells like chocolate and pickles.
Okay. Now, do you eat it? Are you going to put it sideways? Because in your
like this.
mouth?
No,
Or like that?
I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay, so who wants to go first? Maury, you go
Or
first.
should we go at the same time?
No. Maury, no.
Okay,
You
ready?
go- yeah. Okay, so Maury, big bite. Maury's attempt at the Snickle, which is a pickle sliced in half with a Snickers bar in the middle of it. Describe it more.
All right, the pickle completely voids the Snickers.
This is my problem with pickles. Why do I always say, hey, pickles, and they should never be standard on anything? Because as soon as you put a pickle on, the only thing that thing will ever taste like is pickle juice.
I don't taste the Snickers at all.
Pickles should not be standard on anywhere that serves pickles standard on a burger. I will never go to because you can't just pull off a pickle if you're not a pickle fan.
It's a double entendre.
That's not what that means. Mocha, now.
No, let me finish.
Yeah.
So the Snickers takes
Yeah.
away the spice of the pickle, and
Yeah.
the pickle takes away all taste of the Snickers.
Okay, still not a double entendre. Okay, Mocha,
Yeah.
would you like to try the Snickle?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Oh. Normally a Snickers looks great, but a Snickers, that brown in between that green looks disgusting. It's not good?
I can distinctly taste the chocolate, like the Snickers bar, and the peanuts.
Your mouth is so wet. Swallow, my man. Your mouth is so wet.
That's what she said.
Stop it. I can't hear that. It's too moist. Maury's over here passing away. I'm not even paying attention. All I hear is it's on your mid lips.
I think it's gross.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it.
You do? You guys are gross.
No.
Because it sort of calms it down. They
Calms
work with
what down?
No, like the pickle is calm.
Look at how Maury ate his pickle. Look at that. Who eats a pickle? Look, hold that up.
Oh,
Look at that.
disgusting, man.
Who bites like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh,
Let me take a
okay.
next bite.
Wow, you're taking a next bite, huh? Stop talking. Okay, no. Move back like 2 feet from the microphone. Why does your mouth sound so wet? Okay. Okay. I don't know what you're doing over there. But
Can I finish mine?
You sound moist. You can do whatever you want with yours, Maury. Who might have stand in the way of whatever you do with your pickle?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No. Okay,
It's pretty gross.
Okay,
but it's not like,
so
it's not the worst.
Okay, so on the Great Snickle Challenge 2021 on the Roz Mocha Show, you would say that the pickle is out of 10, rate it, as far as like weird things that you've tried on this show.
Oh, it's not that. No, we've had worse.
7.
Like a 7?
Yeah.
Wait, what's 10? Horrible?
Yeah, 10's horrible.
So I would give this a 4.
A 4.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
No.
Says
No,
Maury.
like I wouldn't have it again.
Yeah.
Like this only time.
Right.
And who knows what's gonna happen to my stomach later.
I might do this at Passover.
Do you know how Maury eats? You ever seen Maury eat? You know what he does? You know when you take 2 hands and you put it in a sink to get water to wash your face? That's how he holds food. He holds food like this, cupped in his hands, and then he just brings it up. Like that's not eating, that's feeding. You know what I mean? Super weird, man. Anyway, that's the Snickle.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
And the party don't stop, y'all!
And now, Italy win. They're European champions for only the second time. 53 years after the first. A long wait is over for the Azzurri.
Woo! The party don't stop, y'all! You know me, the biggest soccer fan in this room. Can't stop talking about it.
No, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys are always like, Mocha, stop talking about soccer so
I
much.
was so worried about you yesterday.
We did it. I ordered my hat. I wanted to make a homemade one.
Yeah.
So I got this.
Okay.
It's a piece of paper that reads Italy Euro Cup Champs 2021.
Yeah.
I was going to tape it to my hat, but guess what?
That's an awfully big font for a hat, though.
Awfully big trophy, awfully big
I know, but
game.
You're gonna look like somebody in like a culinary school if you wrap that around your hat right now.
But here's the thing. We don't have any tape in here, you know?
Oh.
Like supplies have been running low since COVID. So I gotta walk around all day today just holding it up
and
like this.
office supplies are low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's unfortunate.
all my Italians right across Canada going nuts.
Yeah, the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Euro's one of those weird things where if you're into it, you're into it, and if you're not, you have no idea. I found out before I went to bed last night.
No.
That Italy won. Yeah, 11 o'clock last night.
You know what I did yesterday?
What's that?
To prep for the game? I went.
You prepped for the game.
Yeah, I got a veal sandwich.
You did.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, peppers,
Nice.
cheese,
Oh,
mushrooms,
so good.
extra sauce on the side.
So good.
Same,
See, I
bro.
wish I knew. I would have watched.
What do you mean? It was like all over the news.
I have no
Every
idea.
day, though.
No, I have no idea.
For the past 3 weeks.
No, I'm telling you right now, man, if you're not into it, it doesn't invade your life. I found
For the
out.
amount of times that I talk about Euro.
Oh, stop it.
And the amount of times I talk about soccer in here, you didn't know?
Times you talk about Euro. Yeah. Oh, please.
Like, I can't wait for the next one in 4 years. In 4 years.
When?
In 4 years.
Yeah, 4?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, but
anyway.
I understand people are very excited about it. Congratulations to everybody who...
To
who? What?
Do you know who won?
Yeah, Italy won, idiot. You just... honestly, had you not just printed it out on a piece of paper and held it up in front of me, you could have quizzed me all morning and I would have got it wrong every time.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
And now, Italy win. They're European champions for only the second time. 53 years after the first. A long wait is over for the Azzurri.
Oh, yeah, baby! Italians right around the world celebrating. Just in Canada alone, the streets in every single province had Italians just filling them.
Isn't that wild?
Partying like crazy.
Yeah.
Singing, dancing, drinking,
Yeah.
smoke bombs, everything. It was
Good for them.
wild.
Good for them.
David Morey decided to make some cold calls to fans in Italy to get their reaction to winning the Euro Cup, right? But not only calling hardcore fans in Italy, but also calling across the country to talk to some of the fans who were out there in the streets celebrating as well. Okay? You ready to get into this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caffè Washington, buonasera.
Hi there. I'm calling from a radio station in Canada. How does it feel that Italy just won the Euro Cup? How does it feel that Italy just won the Euro Cup?
Oh, we just won. Yeah, I know. Sorry, got to go. Hello?
How does it feel Italy won? Woo!
They finally won.
Tell me what's going on over there right now. What's happening?
It's going mental. It's an amazing atmosphere, yeah.
Yeah?
Pickles. This is a champagne pop.
Oh!
There you go. I'm so
Small
sorry, but I
champagne
actually have
bottle.
to go. I'm the bartender.
Oh.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Buonasera.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Very good, sir. Very good.
I'm good. I'm calling from the Roz and Mocha show. Italy just won the Euro Cup, and I need to know, an Italian you, how does it feel?
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm working, so for the moment I don't care.
Oh.
You know, it seems cool.
How did I find the one guy in Italy that doesn't care?
I'm sorry for that.
Hey, by the way, why did Cinderella never play football?
Where?
Because she always ran away from the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
That's
joke.
what they do.
Hi there, how are you?
Well, thanks.
How does it feel that Italy won the Euro Cup? How do you feel right now?
Yes. We have the big match.
And they won. Italy won.
Yes.
And are you excited? Are you happy about that?
Yes. See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao, Bella.
How are you?
I'm good. Okay. Oh, my gosh. What a game. What was it like for you to watch?
Oh, it was a nail biter, nerve-wracking down to the last minute, but I wouldn't want it any other way.
Oh,
Just goes to show how these men prepared and earned that trophy. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can kind of hear you, yeah. It's insanity. It's the happiest, amazing fest right now. Everybody's just celebrating, having a great time, dancing, singing in harmony. It's awesome. Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Amazing. Oh, my God. This first of all, I'm Dammit Maury with the Roz and Mocha show on KISS. Italy won the Euro Cup. How do you feel right now?
I'm ecstatic, along with every Italian to ever exist. I am over the moon right now. I have a super melting Italian ice cream in my hand right now, and it's dripping all over my shoes. I got flags in my hand. It's crazy. It's a party. It's amazing, though.
Okay, can I get a Go Italy Go from everyone?
Go, Italy, go!
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
So I guess The Weeknd's got a new album coming out soon, or he's working on it.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm very excited. Big fan of The Weeknd. Cannot wait.
You're going to get 2 Weeknd before 1 Drake?
Bro, don't even.
Don't even.
Don't even.
He tweeted out the tour is going to be madness in all caps. And he goes, just so there's no confusion, it's a full body of work. And he goes, massaging it now, being sweet to it, giving it some TLC.
So out of all 3 of those tweets, that last one is the first one that I read.
Oh.
Right? Because you know, on Twitter, the timeline is always so out of whack, right?
And if you don't thread it right, it's very confusing.
Very confusing. Because I'll see a tweet that, someone will post like 2 minutes ago.
Right.
But then immediately after that, it would be, or before that, would be a tweet that was from 15 hours ago.
Right.
So the algorithm's all over the place. So I saw that one first. Read it again. Right. Because this is what I saw.
Okay. So do you want me to read it in the order that it was intended to be read?
No, I want you to read the last one.
The last
first.
one.
Yeah.
Massaging it now, being sweet to it, giving it some TLC.
So I was like, what the hell? And then I clicked on the tweet and I was looking at all the replies because like thousands, right?
Yeah. And you don't know what's going on.
And so many women were like, do that to me.
Massage this. Yeah.
Yo, legit though, I saw people like women saying massage this and like attaching pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
One woman had a video
A video?
Yeah, I don't know if it's there now.
Oh.
But then I clicked on the Weeknd's profile, and then I read in the order that you just originally read them.
Right.
That how they're supposed to be, chronological. And I was like, oh, now I get it. Now I understand. Because I thought maybe he was talking about something else.
Yes.
Or maybe it was a song lyric.
Right.
Right? For an upcoming new track or something like that.
Right.
I didn't understand what the context was until
Right.
I read all three.
It would be like seeing a tweet being like, my jaw has never been this sore. And then the one before it, it's like a jawbreaker or like a corn on the cob or something like that,
took me
right?
forever to
Like,
eat this.
Took me, barbecues rule, family time, hashtag blessed, right? And you
My jaw hurts.
My jaw hurts so bad. What a workout, right? You know, and it's church choir practice.
Completely,
You know what I mean? Like it could be anything. Thread your tweets, people.
Yes, thank you. Somebody teach Weeknd how to do that.
Massaging it now, being sweet to it, giving it some TLC. So I guess that's the latest on where the Weeknd's at with his new album.
Yeah, cannot wait.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Very hard things, Roz and Mocha's very hard things.
Oh, I love this.
Yes.
The Dammit Maury and his husband, Dammit Matthew, are tasked with describing something that is very difficult to describe.
But seems simple. That's the trick with this. It's things in life that have sort of got by you without you fully understanding what they are. My favorite was when Maury and Matthew had to describe what color a mirror was.
Oh, man.
Who thinks about that? Actually, what color is a mirror? It's not the reflection.
No. Silver?
It's not silver. A spoon is silver.
Or like, how does a bicycle stay up? That was another
Scientists
one.
have been going back and forth on this forever. That's a tough one.
What exactly is vinegar? Or define the word the.
Yeah, what's vinegar? I love vinegar. Do I know how to make vinegar? I don't know. Never thought about it.
So for very hard things today, the question is, how do fish breathe?
Matthew,
what are you doing?
it's time for very hard things.
Are you kidding me?
Why?
You know what I'm doing right now.
So you're taking a bath. I have you cornered.
I hate you right now.
Okay, your options are kiss me or do very hard things.
Stop. I'm not answering that.
Are you using Le Labo Rose 31? That's my shampoo.
No, it's not. It's mine.
Okay, here we go. How do fish breathe? Do they even breathe?
Don't even start with me. Yes, of course they breathe. You can see the bubbles in the air and the water.
But how do they breathe? Do they breathe through their mouth or their nose?
Fins or skills or something.
But what are they breathing? They can't breathe air or they'll die.
What do you mean they'll die? No, they're breathing air underwater. Like, that's what they're doing.
Okay, but are they breathing air from above or is there air underwater for them?
I don't know and I don't care.
Wow.
Okay, I think they breathe through their gills. That's what it's called. Gills, not... Yeah, gills.
Or fins.
Isn't it called gills?
Scales.
I think it's called gills.
Then why is it called descaling a fish?
I don't know.
Okay, but are they breathing air or are they breathing water?
They're breathing water. In and out.
But then won't they drown?
No, because they live in the water, so they're used to it. You see bubbles in the water, like when they're breathing.
Right, so how? Like, is it, like, what I'm trying to figure out is, if they're breathing...
Through their gills.
But the bubbles come out of their mouth.
Because the water...
Like, what's the process?
Into the gills, and then maybe it goes up the throat or whatever, and then the water coming out of their mouth is the bubbles.
Or do they have something in them that transforms water into oxygen,
Maybe.
breath, airy stuff for them?
Maybe, yeah, that could be.
Right? Which we can't do when we go underwater.
No, very good.
But what part of the body do they breathe from? Their lips? Their fish lips?
Yeah, it could be from there, or it could be from their gills.
So how are they finding the air underwater and we don't?
Because we're human. They are not.
Did we answer the question?
Yeah, we answered it all right a long time ago.
Okay. Was that hard?
Mm-hmm, it is.
Hey, you're in the bathtub. Oh my God, go under the water and let's see what happens.
No. Do I look like a fish to you?
Do you want me to wash your hair?
No. Thank you. Relaxing spa moment here for me. Okay. Trying to get away from my husband and the dog.
Goodbye.
Bye.
just wanted a couple minutes of solitude, huh? Just a couple of minutes of solitude. Maury walks in being all like, can you breathe with that thing?
Also, are you using my shampoo?
Roz and Mocha's very, very hard things.
You rented an RV over vacation.
And?
Bruh.
How was it?
I didn't drive. Catherine drove the whole time.
What?
Yeah. She
Hold on,
wanted to.
what?
Yeah, she wanted to.
You didn't even offer?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like,
And
no,
she
I
said
got
no?
this. Yeah. And I was like, cool,
So
you go.
Just passenger? the whole
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Driving an RV is crazy. It was 24 feet, right? And it had the part that like extended out. So
From the side?
From the side.
Oh,
yeah.
to create like another room, right?
To create like it made the sort of like it was where the table was. So it just made the kitchen area bigger, and then that table folded down, and that's where like Rock slept and everything else. Yeah, but we had like a queen size bed in the back with like proper bedding and stuff.
It's like a rock band going on tour.
Bruh, it was so baller.
Really?
Yeah, you get a little thirsty on the road. You'd be like, don't hit any bumps. And I got up from my seat and I just go back to the fridge and grab something to drink from the fridge. Yeah. Yeah.
Full size?
Yeah. She's like, hey, did you put that soup in the freezer? Just like at home. I'm like,
the
no.
freezer?
I'm like, no, I forgot. So I go to the fridge, take the soup out, put the soup in the freezer. I'm like, there we go. We're good. Bro, I'm telling you. RV life.
Did you?
It makes sense why people do this.
So are you going to buy one now?
No, it's I don't even know, $60,000 or something like that. I don't know who buys them. I see them all the time in people's driveways when you're driving through the country. I don't know who would buy something like that. That's crazy.
So do you need a generator then to power everything?
It has
in there?
one in it. It has
Inside?
one in it. Yeah.
How do you charge it?
Well, it's already charged, and it charges when you drive.
My dad has one.
Like a drivable RV?
Now, yeah.
Really?
But
How
he's
big?
always parked at the resort that they stay at in the US.
So yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they're awesome though. But yeah, you go to campsites, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, before you get the RV, they run you through like this like checklist of things that you've never in your life had to do before.
Like?
I don't know how to empty.
Like, do you need a special license?
No, you don't.
Oh.
And which is weird. They just let you take it, and
Oh.
it's like $150,000 vehicle. And they're everything they tell you about the RV before you get it, okay? Before they tell you how to do something, they tell you the way to not do it because it'll ruin the RV. So all I'm thinking
What about
about
your safety?
Okay, thank you. So all I'm thinking about the whole time we're getting the run through of this RV, okay, is all the things I'm not supposed to do, but I don't remember anything of the way she told me to do it.
Gotcha.
Okay,
which is why Catherine drove.
Thank you. Okay, so I have no idea. I don't know what gray water and black water are and where to put the hoses and all this stuff.
From the RV?
From the RV. Okay,
sounds
yeah, you
gross.
can only imagine what black water is.
No
Okay,
thanks.
Maury, you want to take a shot at what black water is?
My mind is spinning.
Thank you.
Gross.
Okay, so I don't know how to empty this stuff, and then
Yeah.
I have to become an expert on it. So I'm what? Don't make that face. I'm now the guy, okay, who when you empty black water from an RV, black water is like the water. Sorry, gray water is all the water you use from the sink and from the dishes and from the everything else.
Okay, so not that disgusting.
That's in a tank.
If it splashes on you, you're like, whatever.
Whatever, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so black water is like from the bathroom. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to hook up this hose. It's a big bendy hose, long, like 16 feet long.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a bendy hose. And you hook it into the RV.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you take the other
Does it
end.
matter which end?
Nah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, believe me. Okay. So,
If it doesn't work, do you have to do like you're siphoning from a gas tank?
well, the hose, first of all, Maury, is the like, I don't know, it's like 4 inches in diameter. If you can siphon that, I will applaud you. Okay.
Many jobs available for people like you.
But then when you empty it, it's not like you would go to these campsites where you go to the station to empty it. And it's not some like formal thing. It's literally a hole in the ground with a rock over it.
No.
Okay.
That's where you empty?
Yeah.
The
So
septic stuff?
Yeah. So okay.
No.
So you go and find this rock, and
Does
then
it stink?
you touch the rock with your hands, and you move the
You
rock.
didn't even bring gloves?
No. Okay. you move the rock, and then you hook up this one hose into the back of the RV, and you stretch the other hose into, and you put it in the hole. Okay. And then you pull a lever to get rid of your black water.
Yeah.
And then you start washing out the hose with
Do
the
you hear
gray.
it?
Okay. So here's the thing: is the hose is on the ground. So what happens first is the hose just fills up with water, and then you have to start picking up the hose and moving everything through this heavy.
So it looks like a snake having dinner?
It looks like a snake not having dinner. It looks like a snake getting rid of dinner. Okay. Now here's the thing. Every other hose that I saw on anybody else's RV, the hoses were black.
Yeah.
Okay? Ours was black, but the last 8 inches on our hose, the one that goes into the ground, for some weird reason, was clear.
Oh, that's so gross.
Did you look?
Oh, you can't not
you
look.
can't not look.
Curiosity,
Also,
right?
it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, it's heavy, too. It's heavy. That hose is heavy.
Do you have to rinse it out? You probably have to rinse it out.
You rinse it out with the gray water. So I rinsed out a hose that had my poop in it with a hose that then had all my toothpaste in it.
Oh, that RV life, huh?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I know how much you love when we talk about Kardashian news.
I just don't feel like I can take part, really. You know?
Oh, really? Did you see last week when?
Come on, don't frame it like that.
Because you
man.
follow Chloe on IG, right? When she posted that bikini pic.
No.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No. I follow Chloe on IG.
And then her ex,
Yeah.
Lamar Odom, who she was married to at one point.
Oh yeah, he was almost an angel. That guy.
And Lamar Odom went through like drug and alcohol problems. I think he almost died too.
He did. He came really close to dying a couple of times.
Right?
At a brothel.
So
not
Lamar
good.
Odom commented on Chloe's on that photo, right?
Lamar did?
Yeah.
Like your XXXX?
X. Yeah.
What did he say?
So he wrote hottie with 2 fire emojis, 2
Right.
heart eye emojis, 1 heart emoji, and then the smiley face emoji with the hearts around the face.
Okay.
Because now she's single, right? She's not with Tristan Thompson anymore.
Yeah, but listen, and I don't know the details, but I think that when your ex, okay, posts something on social, and if that ex has been married since the time that you guys split,
yeah,
I don't think you write hottie on something.
So he wrote that.
It's not cool.
And then Tristan Thompson.
Who's that? Oh, that's her other ex, her
recent ex.
Her recent ex.
Yes.
Right.
The one that, everyone's accusing of cheating,
He was
right?
porking around, right.
So he put out a comment with 2 heart emojis and then followed by 2 other emojis of the drooly face.
No.
Yeah. And then I guess he saw what Lamar Odom posted.
Right.
And said this. At Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
God brought you back the first time. Play if you want. Different results.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Yeah.
And wait a second. Are Tristan Thompson and Chloe together? Or
No,
this is just this is 2 exes just going at each other in
2
her
exes
comments.
just going at it. Yeah.
What a bunch of jabronis.
Yeah.
Show some face.
According to TMZ, or sources telling TMZ that Lamar Odom wants to rekindle with
Lamar
what he once had with Chloe, and he thought Friday's comment on Chloe's IG post was a perfect time to get her attention, seeing as she's not with Tristan anymore.
Okay, if what this tells me, first of all, is that he no longer has her phone number.
No, not at all.
Which to me doesn't bode well for him in the rekindling department.
Yeah, no.
Right?
If the only way you can communicate is through comments on IG.
Yeah. What is there an appropriate time to comment on an ex's IG? And I don't just mean, hey.
Look who's coming in and running in here right now.
I know.
Sprinting.
Maury, you don't even have an ex, Maury.
No, I hesitate. I backed up.
I know,
slightly.
but you don't have an ex.
I do. I have one.
How long ago was this?
Oh, like almost 20 years now.
Okay. Well, my God, man. Okay. You can't consider somebody, unless you were married to them, you can't consider somebody you dated 20 years ago, like as an ex when you're in your 40s.
I know.
Like, how long
Aren't
were
you always
how,
an ex?
Yeah, but how long were you together for?
6 months.
6 months.
Yo, is this
no,
the
but
guy?
we lived together. This is the one we had 2 separate beds, head to head.
Oh, that's right. You lived together and had twin beds like Bert and Ernie, right?
So you had a roommate.
Yeah.
Of 6 months.
But they didn't even put them side by side so they could stare at each other. They put them headboard to headboard.
Yeah.
So they were sleeping like some sort of weird tower.
Yeah,
So would you reach through the wagon wheel at the top and hold hands or no?
No, we tried, but he reached under my pillow and found my diary.
Oh.
What's written in the diary?
When you're
All about him.
All about him.
And is that why he kicked you out?
I still have the diary.
Can you bring that in?
Absolutely.
Can you bring it in?
Yeah.
Honestly, can you bring it in?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Will you let me read it on the radio?
Yeah, what? I don't care.
And instantly the regret kicks in.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You feeling good?
Yeah, I feel great.
So that Nick Cage Tiger King movie scrapped.
What do you mean?
So there was 2 Tiger King movies that were happening. So
Yeah.
remember when Tiger King happened? Beginning of the pandemic.
Do I remember?
We were all like, what are we going to do with our lives? And then we all discovered Joe Exotic. And he was the first sort of cultural phenomenon at the beginning of...
He saw Tiger.
Yeah, at the beginning of at the pandemic. You can play some Joe Exotic if you want to. I know you want to.
I really do.
We will allow that. So... And immediately what happened was...
I saw Tiger.
First we saw Tiger.
Yeah.
Then they announced that there were 2 Joe Exotic Tiger King projects in the works.
Mm-hmm.
One, you got the feeling was going to be a little bit more comedy leaning, and that was the one with Kate McKinnon.
From SNL.
From SNL. Playing,
It's hilarious.
Playing Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
Then, and that one was for, I think...
It was like Peacock Network,
Maybe
right?
Peacock. Yeah, it might have been Peacock. And then the other one was supposed to be on Prime. And that one was supposed to star Nick Cage. And it was going to be based on an article from the Texas Monthly, which was years ago, called Joe Exotic, A Dark Journey into the World of a Man Gone Wild.
Wow.
And then, so you were like, okay, so you had the Kate McKinnon one, and then you had the Nicolas Cage one. Yeah. And now it turns out that Prime has ditched the Nicolas Cage one, and they're not going through with it.
Why? Did they give a reason?
Yeah, so Nicolas Cage said this: we should clear the record explaining why Prime decided not to move forward with Tiger King. And he said, I read 2 excellent scripts, which I did think were excellent, but I think Amazon ultimately felt that it was material that had become past tense because it took so long to come together. They felt at one point that it was lightning in a bottle, but that point has since faded in the distance, and it's no longer relevant.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they were going to make that project, or either project, it should have been done by now, ready to premiere soon.
Yeah, I also think that if Joe Exotic wasn't in the joint, it would be much easier because
Sure.
we all watched that show not really knowing all the extra real details and all that stuff.
Everything that came out afterwards. Yeah.
Right? And so it's difficult when he's in the joint for trying to hire a hitman to kill a woman.
Yeah.
Right? To sort of romanticize that. Like in a docuseries, it's different because it's really him. You know, it's that story. But in a, who wants to see Nicolas Cage play that? Like,
So you think the other one's going to get canceled?
No, it's not. They're going ahead with it. I think they've already started shooting it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that one's going ahead. I don't know what the premise for that one is, but man, no Nicolas Cage as Joe Exotic.
You mean to tell me we're not going to get Nick Cage singing this?
'Cause I saw Tiger. Now
You love this guy.
You know what?
Yeah.
I goofed on it. Obviously, every single time we played it.
Yeah.
But because we played it so many times,
Right.
I've come to love it.
Have you? You know what's interesting? I've been watching a lot of Yellowstone. That show on Netflix, and it's all like there's so much country music in it, but not new country, not like pop country.
Okay.
Like country.
Yeah.
And they put so much in it, and they just pick like the most impactful, like 10 or 15 seconds of songs that they can. And you know me, I watch everything with subtitles on, right? And as soon as a song starts, the lyrics come up. If no actors are talking on the screen, in the subtitles are the lyrics of the songs. And so I've had this incredible education over the last week of just like snippets of the saddest songs.
Oh, yeah. And songs that you've known for years and years and years.
No, none of them.
Oh, none of them. Okay.
None of them.
Okay.
Right? They have curated the collection of the saddest country songs I think ever recorded and stuffed them all into one show. And I sit there and I'm like, I gotta turn the subtitles off because it's not the show that's bothering me. It's me reading these lyrics of these such incredible loss.
Like my
and
baby left me.
Oh my God!
Took the truck.
Oh, just worse though. But it hits home. Like I know we goof on that, but it hits home. But yeah. Yeah, I've got a new love for I Saw Tiger.
Yeah, see? I told you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Happy National Macaroni and Cheese Day. Today is the day. If you're a mac and cheese lover like I am, then grab a box.
But when you say mac and cheese, you're talking like
Straight
a box of mac and cheese,
Straight
right?
up Kraft, like the most famous mac and cheese in the world. I'm talking Kraft.
Yeah, I disagree with you on that. I don't think that should be celebrated. I don't think that's what the day's intended to celebrate either.
Why not?
Because
mac and cheese day.
I don't think that's I don't think that the vast majority of people, when they think mac and cheese, that's what they think of.
Of course they do.
You're the only one who doesn't.
Yeah, you are.
I think maybe here.
Okay, well, we're talking here.
No, but I don't even think in America. I think mac and cheese universally is a very different thing than what comes out of that box.
I think you're so wrong. When you say mac and cheese to everyone, people picture a box.
Uh-huh.
No, when you say who's bringing the mac and cheese to dinner.
No, but we're not talking
about...
But
that's mac and cheese, though. That's what we celebrate. We don't celebrate the box mac and cheese.
Because everybody...
Okay, hold on, Shem. Here we go.
Everyone's introduction to mac and cheese always came from that blue and yellow box.
Let me pull off the Band-Aid here, folks.
Okay.
Mac and cheese is people that look like my grandmother, my aunt, those folks and black folks.
Like me.
Like you.
Thank you.
That's what we talk about when we mean mac and cheese.
That's what we celebrate today.
Celebrate today.
That's what we celebrate
talking
today.
Like greens, beans, with tomatoes. You know that?
Yeah, we're celebrating mac and cheese today.
Thanksgiving mac and cheese.
We're not celebrating the abomination that drunk college kids eat while they wait for the pregnancy test to come through.
You guys are both wrong.
I
think everyone's kind of introduction, at least my introduction, I'm sure yours as well, Maury, introduction to mac and cheese came from folks making it from
Yeah, because when my dad was out, partying with the ladies, he left me home with a box.
A box of neglect.
Okay, 2 boxes.
Right.
I'm planning
on...
a
long night.
That's a lot.
Also, congrats, Frank.
Yeah. Also, congrats.
Coolest dad ever.
Yeah, Dad.
No, well...
Dad's got some brand new cologne, Maury. Take 2.
No, the reason why I bring this up is because, in the past couple of years, you've seen Kraft.
Yeah.
They've teamed up or they've done special things with their mac and cheese.
Right.
To celebrate, I guess, the time of year. Remember they did the pumpkin spice... It was pumpkin spice
they did that.
For the fall.
Valentine's Day, they did the candy one. And they just came out with last week. They came with ghost pepper.
Did they?
Yeah, which I'm planning on punking my husband with today.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of love in that family.
A lot of love.
No, well, they teamed up with the ice cream company in the States. And this company at 11 o'clock this morning, for $12 a pint, they're selling macaroni and cheese flavored ice cream.
Cheese ice cream?
Now, listen, I
First
love
of all,
mac
that
and
macaroni
cheese.
and cheese doesn't taste like cheese.
I love ice cream. I cannot get behind mac and cheese flavored ice cream.
Right.
As much as I would love to celebrate the day today, it's not going to be with ice cream that tastes like mac and cheese.
No. Like there's a lot of things you don't like. I don't want salsa ice cream.
Yeah, no,
I love
disgusting.
salsa.
Sure,
right. But I don't want salsa ice cream.
Yeah.
There's too much. They do too much. And I'm telling you right now, I am really disappointed in both of you because when you say Happy Macaroni and Cheese Day, the fact that you think of the stuff in a box really breaks my heart.
Old school.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good truffle mac with lobster.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay,
go
Mr.
on.
Fancy Pants.
Go on, Daddy Warbucks. Come on.
But nothing beats a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Everything beats a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
You know what? It's number one comfort food.
I'm going to, as much as I hate to say this, I'm going to side with Maury on this.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mac and cheese in a box is classic.
Wow.
It's a taste that just takes me back to childhood.
Wow.
And I will never get sick
Do you put ketchup in yours?
Wow.
Okay, now get out.
Oh, that's the line? Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
Roz Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Yo, what up, Precious? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, guys.
Real name or are you just giving a fake name?
No, like real name. Like on my
okay.
birth certificate.
Girl? Yeah? Okay,
Girl?
I like it. It's not like that's what they call you out in the streets, huh?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay,
Love
okay.
that.
So what's going on with you?
So my husband's an introvert. I don't care, but my family's kind of bothered by it.
So your husband is an introvert. You don't care, but your family's bothered by it. You says, Roz and Mocha fix my life. You and your husband are totally opposite when it comes to that stuff. He's not big on going to family gatherings, parties, etc. You've been together for 9 years and married for 3. You've gotten used to it, and your son and you go to the gatherings without him. My family doesn't seem used to it at all. My family feels like he's not engaging, and it's disrespectful, but my husband just feels like my family is pressuring him to change. Please help.
Oh, no.
What's the honesty here? You've asked him why he doesn't want to go to family gatherings. What is his answer, and is he being truthful?
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like I've grown up with like a big family where my cousins and everybody, like, we gather all the time. Whereas for him, it was always just him, his mom, and his sister. Mm-hmm. And it was like, and I think just growing up, he's just an introvert. He doesn't like being around people much. And when we gather, it's not so bad when it comes to just, let's say, my mom, my dad, and my siblings. But when it comes to, like, big family gatherings, which happens almost every time, like, we're a Filipino family, so like it's like gatherings, like there's 20 people. He's just not into it. He just doesn't like conversing with people.
It's a tough one because you don't want to put somebody in a position. You can't lovingly make somebody do anything that they don't want to do. There's no way to do that, right? So you either have to come up with a deal or compromise, or get used to it, or figure out a way that he can do it that does make him feel comfortable. But the one thing this can't be is he can't just be doing something that's easier for him. Okay. If he can tolerate it and it's fine, he just doesn't like it, then every now and then you can tell him to get his ass in the car. Okay. But if it's a serious problem, if he's going through any sort of anxiety or anything like that, then that's something that you guys should deal with as a family. I get it. Like, I don't. When you go to those things, you have this big family and you have this history, and they're telling stories about when you were a kid and all this stuff. And I get it. You're sitting in a room and you don't feel like you fit in, and you sort of feel like you've been abandoned by the person you love, right? Because they're suddenly in a world that you don't fit in. You don't have that history. What the hell do you say?
And I also feel like, too, maybe because the questions, like, sometimes they ask him, or, like, I don't know if he really interrogate. It's just how my family is sometimes. It might be a little bit too much.
Oh, like what kind of questions are they asking him?
Stuff like, oh, so you're working, so what are you doing? So what else do you do? What? It's just like, I just feel like though it's normal for us, it's not something for him, and it's just he feels like he's always being like watched.
Right. You guys have been together 9 years, and your parent and your family's still pulling this stuff?
You know what? And that's the crazy thing. Like, my parents and my siblings, they're fine. It's just, I don't know. And that's where it's like, who do I really, like, do I have to sit down with my aunts and uncles and be like, you guys got to stop?
Yeah, you don't have a husband problem. You got a family problem.
That seems kind of weird. That if they've known this guy for all this time, he's been a part of the family for 9 years now. Like they know him, they know his personality. Like why keep grilling him like he's some new boyfriend that you brought home?
And that's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's because my brother-in-law is totally opposite. Like, he's out there and he's open, and I don't know if it's a comparison. Like, okay, well, if he can be like that, why can't he? But that's the thing. I've been with him for so long. You know how he is.
Can you not just say to your family members, like, listen, he's been around, you know him, you know he gets awkward in the big family functions, just lay off a little bit, like give him some space.
So I've already said, like, you know what, like, just, well, maybe not directly like that, but I do need to be direct. But I think they'll just take it the wrong way, because in their mind, this is like the traditional way where it's like their mind that doesn't exist.
I don't think this is so much a case of a husband that doesn't want to do something. I think this is more of a case of a wife who's not doing something. I think you need to prioritize your family. I think you're caring way too much about what an uncle does or what an uncle thinks when he's complaining that your husband's not there. Like if it's your siblings and your mom and dad, I would sort of build that bridge in smaller gatherings. It may be a little bit more work for you guys, but have them over to the house for dinner, go to a restaurant, make smaller conversations, and that way he still feels connected to the family. He doesn't feel grilled, but leave the uncles and the big mouths out of it.
No.
Okay. How old are you?
31.
31. You're 31 and you care what your uncle thinks?
I know. I think I just have to be more straight up with them.
Yeah, I think maybe you just need to tell everybody. Tell all your titos and titas to leave them alone.
Yeah, we don't got a husband.
Right?
We don't got a husband problem. We got a wife problem here.
I think I needed somebody to tell me that.
Yeah, you know.
I know. I think I was just trying to figure it out.
No, there's not.
And then as soon as you're done with us, go give that husband of yours a big old hug and kiss, okay? And tell him you love him.
I will. Thanks, guys.
And then go pick up, you know what he'll appreciate? Go pick up a combo from Jollibee.
Listen, he's actually probably one of the only Filipinos that does not like Jollibee.
Are you serious? You don't like that fried chicken and that spaghetti? Oh, my God.
No, you know what it is? He keeps saying, he's like, there's some MSG in that stuff. So
that's what gives it the flavor. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
Oh, my God, Precious. Well, you have some suggestions on how to fix this, okay?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything.
You got it, girl. We love you. Take care.
Okay, love you guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Everything's sticking on me, Maury. You're not allowed to come near me. This is a
You
great
spent
thing
some
about
time
COVID.
outside?
What's that?
You spent time outside yesterday?
No.
Oh.
No.
You look
Catherine's away. Are you kidding?
Oh.
I sat on the couch and watched
in the dark
9 episodes of television.
Oh.
Hour-long
No, you
episodes.
look like you got a little bit of sun.
Did I? No, that was from vacation.
Light bulb, right?
What's
Can
that?
you get a suntan from a light bulb?
Like a regular light bulb? You should try. You have to get real close, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You
real
got to
close.
sit there for about 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
Like you should leave right now. Oven.
You know what? The only way to get a tan from a light bulb more is to heat the light bulb up really, really hot and then just grab the lamp and just slowly touch it to your skin.
Or like rub it?
Yeah, rub it. Start with the tip of the nose. If it blisters, it's normal. That means it's working.
It'll heal. Just put some lotion.
Yeah, no, I like sweating. Like I love it. I love being sticky.
Mm-hmm.
I love all that stuff.
You look flush.
Flush? What does that mean? Flush?
Like you're embarrassed. You know, like you're all like sort of
like
glowy red.
like I'm blushing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, no, not at all. No, the girls are away, right? So they're in Victoria, and so I just do what I always do, is just sit at the home and stare at the wall. And that's it.
Yeah, all this time. All
tried
this time to yourself now.
I know. You know what I did yesterday with all my time? You know I chose to spend all my time yesterday?
What?
I decided to try and crack the code on how to make chicken McNuggets at home.
Oh, and?
Yeah, they were delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I ate them alone.
You know, you can just order them.
Yeah, no. I don't want to. I can't do that, though. I can't
What
eat
was
that
your
stuff.
technique? Or what did you think?
For chicken nuggets.
That McDonald's does.
Okay, so first thing you do is you buy a chicken breast and you chop it up into little pieces. And I know this is going to sound gross, but you then put it in the food processor.
Well, because that's how they shape it, right?
And then you make a chicken nugget paste out of what's in there. And you put some seasoning in there. What did I use? I used white pepper, onion powder, a little garlic powder, and salt. I didn't have any MSG, so I couldn't do that. And then you form them into little
flavor enhancement right there.
And then you form them into little little nuggets.
Yeah.
And you put them on a sheet, and then I put that sheet in the freezer and I froze them.
Yeah.
Those little dudes. And then I made a 3-step dredging process. So step 1 was just it was a little bit of cornstarch with some water, so it just was like a sort of thicker water.
Yeah.
And then step 2 was a cornstarch flour spice blend, and then step 3 was sort of like a tempura batter, which is flour, cornstarch, egg, and a can of club soda.
Bro, you are living it up while the girls are away.
Okay, because the one thing Catherine won't let me do when I'm at home is she won't let me deep fry.
Okay.
Right? Because she feels that it gets all over her, right?
Yeah.
All over our
Well, it does.
stuff.
It sticks to your skin, your hair, your clothes.
Okay.
But how many did you make? Did you make enough to last you?
I made it. I even did out, so I had a proper 20-pack.
Oh, 20?
Right? Yeah, I made 20.
But what if you want more? You have to go through all that
Yeah,
again?
I'm not going to go through all that again more. Yeah. I won't be that bored again until the girls leave without me.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Too Hot to Handle Season 2 is on Netflix right now. A bunch of horned up folks on a sunny resort in Turks and Caicos. Now, they aren't allowed to make out, have sex, nothing like that, but still form or find a way to form a meaningful relationship. There's $100,000 up for grabs. Chase, he is the football player who quickly got into a relationship with Carly from Toronto and then dumped her and got into a relationship with Tabitha, who was just there to party. There is so much going on with this show. And Chase joins us right now from Too Hot to Handle Season 2 on the Roz and Mocha Show. What's going on, man?
I'm doing great. Hi, Roz. Hi, Mocha. How you guys doing?
Right on.
You get new contacts?
Yeah.
Okay, they look good. I like them.
The best part of these shows is we all watch them, and you guys go on there as, you know, who you are, just horny 20-somethings looking to party. And then when these things hit, your lives explode. Like, your life in the last little while has completely changed. What has that been like?
Oh, it's been so wild. Like, the amount of people like I've been introduced in the last 2 weeks has been like unreal. People like I see like on social media, on TV. Like, you obviously went to LA for 2 weeks, stayed with Harry. He showed us like all the ropes, introduced us to all the right people. I wake up, you know, one day with 500,000 followers, and the night before I only had like 20K. It's been absolutely like a show essentially. Like, my DMs, any girl you can imagine, like popping up in there, just take straight ass pictures, news, whatever it is. Like, it's unreal. Like, I feel like my DMs are like a walking like porn site.
So are you currently, what's your status right now? Are you currently single?
I am as single as they come, but single and ready to mingle.
How's Tabitha doing? Do you talk to her at all?
Man, Tabitha. I heard she's doing her thing with Corey over there in the UK, so I'm kind of just like letting them do their thing right now. So
when you watch the show back, right, during the time when the two of you were a thing, some of the things she was saying to the camera, not to you or not to anybody else, was a little shocking to some. How did you feel about some of the things that she was saying about only being there for the party and to hook up and maybe, eventually just being there for the money and not really caring about feelings?
Man, I'm sitting here thinking in my head, like, okay, like, I'm on this retreat. I'm trying to open up. I'm trying to be more genuine. And then, like, obviously it wasn't working out with me and Carly. Tabitha comes in. She's smoking hot. I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, I'm going to build this great relationship with this girl. I'm going to get her eventually because I'm going to get this wonderful green light. And then she hits me with the biggest curveball ever. And I'm sitting here like, wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yo, and what happened with you and Carly, man? You broke that girl's heart. Did you feel bad? When you watch it back?
Man, I watched it back, and the way it's shown on the TV, it's like, okay, like, it looks like I broke her. But honestly, like, the way I look at it was like, it was two people. The relationship wasn't working out. And so, like, we decided to, like, break up and go our separate ways. And, like, a lot of people were, pissed off or whatever about it. But at the end of the day, it's like in life, like, you're going to meet people, you're going to be in these relationships, and sometimes it's not going to work out. Like, like Harry and Francesca, or, like any other, like, TV reality star relationship. Like, it doesn't always work out. And just wasn't working out for Carly. I wasn't happy. She wasn't happy. It was turning into a waste of time.
So reaping the benefits from this kind of fame, from being on that kind of show with your shirt off for as long as you had it off for, there are great benefits to that kind of life. What has been the greatest reward from all the hard work you put in to Too Hot to Handle Season 2?
The greatest reward from all the hard work, the amount of hard work. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I feel like having access to anybody that I've always wanted to have access to has been a huge reward for me.
Access for what? Access for what?
Are you gaslighting me? He's gaslighting me right now, guys.
My guy knows. Yo, do you
trying
know?
to get me to expose myself.
Do you know our Cam? Are Emily and Cam still together?
I think so. I mean,
You
as
know
together as
something.
they
You're
come,
not saying. You know something. What do you know?
I think right now they're together. So I mean,
Was
Okay,
there?
pause for 1 second. Do you know anything that if either of them found out would put them in a position of where they would no longer be together?
Yo, that right there is the answer, bro.
I mean, they're together. They're together. They got the whole Cam thing
Whatever,
going on.
man. Yo, Cam would be in trouble. You know, Chase. Cam would be in trouble. My God.
I think like Cam, like I got a an okay relationship with Cam. I got a great relationship with Emily. I like to see them make it. I would like to see like the relationship go. I don't know how strong it is. All I'm gonna say is I got a lot of hate. I posted a TikTok. I was making fun. I was poking at the relationship, and he got like super offensive about it. So I was like, I was just putting my finger in the crack in the wall. I don't know what's going on over there.
Okay.
And have you seen the trailer for F-Boy Island yet?
Yeah, I was wondering why they get casted for that. What the heck?
It's basically
I'm
too
trying
hot to
go win
handle,
a
right?
TV show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like my version of Too Hot to Handle I should have been on. What the heck, man?
Chase, has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us on the Roz Mocha Show. Too Hot to Handle Season 2 on Netflix right now if you haven't seen it. And I understand that you have some stuff going on for fans of yours. You got some signed merch. You're doing a big giveaway. Tell us about that.
I'm doing like this giveaway for my merch. I launched the Team Chase merch gear. I have like this email, like subscribe newsletter in my Instagram bio. You're gonna drop your email in there. I'm gonna be picking a handful of people where I'm gonna like sign some of my gear and ship it off to them completely free. My merch drops July 23rd. Hoodies, sweatshirts, shirts, t-shirts, all that stuff. It's gonna be great. It all looks super fire.
You got a hoodie on there. You got a hoodie on there that says, "I know all of Cam's secrets."
Yeah, it actually says, "Trust me when I say, come and ask me in a couple months what's going on. We're not gonna shed some more light."
You're the best.
Yo, Chase, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, why you look so wet today?
Why do we look wet?
Yeah, was it raining when you got in here?
No, listen, not humid in here. You guys don't find it humid? It wasn't raining. And also, if it was raining, I would look soaked, not wet. I don't use umbrellas. You know that about me. I don't like to see anybody use umbrellas. I judge people if they use umbrellas.
Oh, stop it. Now you're just trolling.
No, I'm not. Like, if I see a man walking, unless you're wearing a suit, right?
Yeah.
I understand that, right? Suits are very
Yeah,
expensive.
but you don't want to get wet.
Why not? What's wrong with being wet?
But like being drenched, that's so uncomfortable. Like I don't mind.
Yeah,
like if I'm running
I don't know.
from the car
I sorta do.
into like a store and
Yeah.
I get a couple of drops on me, that's fine. But
Yeah.
if I'm walking
I don't mean
somewhere,
a downpour. But like if it's raining, right, and you got to walk somewhere, and I see, listen, man, okay, and I
Yeah.
see somebody with an umbrella, like a man, right, I judge them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but you know they're judging you because you're
me.
getting wet and you don't have an umbrella.
No, I don't care.
Nobody's
Doesn't bother
judging.
me.
No, I wouldn't see that. I'd be like, oh man, that sucks. He doesn't have an umbrella.
Yeah.
Like if I saw you walking down the street and I know you,
Yeah,
I'd be like, yo man, do you want to share an umbrella?
right. And really?
Why not? I wouldn't want you to
I
get
feel
wet.
sorry for people who don't have an umbrella. I feel sad for them.
You feel really?
Like
huh?
it's like they're
And then
getting
what? You start crying in the rain?
like it's just like they're getting wet and you're like, oh poor them, they don't even have an umbrella. Like it's just like it's such a sad visual.
Wow. Yeah, we are not an umbrella family. We have umbrellas, and the purpose for the umbrellas that we have is when it's an absolute torrential downpour and Roxy wants to go and stand in the backyard in the downpour, she'll get an umbrella so she can go and stand in the downpour. But if we're ever leaving the house and it's like raining or whatever, never once have I taken an umbrella with me.
Yeah, but typically when you're leaving the house, you're not walking up the street and then going blocks and blocks.
No, but
you're going from the house to a vehicle.
No. But like if we are going to like if the girls have business to do where they're going from place to place outside, no umbrella.
Yeah, but that's if you're like ducking in and out of places, right?
No. I mean like go to the park. or whatever. Like, you got to do some walking. Like, I'm just telling you, we never bring umbrellas.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know if I have an umbrella,
You
to
can
be
catch a
honest with you.
cold if you have wet hair.
Catch a cold with wet hair. That's like mom logic from
It really is
from the 80s.
Yes, big time.
Right?
Big time.
That's like when your soccer coach used to tell you not to drink water because it caused cramps. Right? There was a lot of terrible logic.
You know nothing about the anatomy, coach.
No, there was a lot of terrible logic when we were children.
Hydrate.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you hear about this TikTok resume thing? Where you can
No.
apply for a job on TikTok
No.
and they have like a dedicated website and everything for it?
Sure, Maury's all over it.
So
Like when
right
he-
now,
it's like when he set up a LinkedIn profile while fully employed for a decade.
oh yeah, true.
Uh-huh. It's
So
networking.
they're testing this out right now. It's happening this month only.
Okay.
And anyone can search for a job listing and apply at tiktokresumes.com. I'm looking through it, and there's like, you can go work at Chipotle. The Detroit Pistons have an opening right now.
Oh, yeah?
Forever 21.
They need a center? What do they need over at the Pistons organization?
Oh, God. I think Detroit needs like pretty much everything, right?
Yeah.
The NBA has job openings. NHL has job openings. Shopify has job openings. Target has job openings.
Wow.
If you're willing to move out, oh my God, guys.
What?
Look what logo I'm seeing on this website right now for TikTok.
Let me guess.
What?
For TikTok?
WWE. Yes. Oh my God, look at this.
What's the job?
WWE.
What's the job? What's the job?
Hold on. Yo, this changes everything. I was going to tell
Do
you
they
about the rest of the
need a new?
story.
I hope to God, if they need a new Intercontinental champ, I'm telling you right now. I guess they wouldn't advertise a job
Oh my
that
God.
way.
Look what they're job opening. Oh my God, guys.
What is it?
The hell?
What is it?
What the hell, guys?
What's the job? What's the job?
WWE superstar.
Shut up.
Swear.
Really?
It says right here. Job openings. WWE superstar.
I guess they just want to like mine TikTok to find out if there's anybody out there who's got what it takes,
Well, now
huh?
we have to set up one for new host of the Roz and Mocha Show if he's applying for that.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that in a minute.
So again,
Let the boyhood dream come true first, more.
oh, listen, I'm here for it. So according to this, let me read you what they're looking for. You have to create a video resume, post it on TikTok.
Yes.
And of course, they're not looking for like boring, like, hey, here are my skills, whatever,
yeah.
right? You got to be creative.
They want you to cut a promo.
Yeah, they're looking for people to use filters and effects. And it says here, quote, let your personality shine through as much as possible. And again, there's like a ton of companies on here that are
Really?
teaming
And so
up
what
with
do you do?
TikTok.
So when you post your resume, do you post it publicly? Like, how
I
do
guess
you
gotta-
post your resume?
I guess you got to post it publicly, or you go to this
No, you
website.
upload it to the website.
You go to the
do,
website,
yeah.
and you select the job, and
Not
then you
that I
can
know.
upload.
Yeah, how do you know? How many of these have you applied for, Maury?
No, I don't
Honestly,
wanna work at Chipotle.
What did you apply for over the weekend?
What's wrong with Chipotle?
What cool job?
Forever 21.
Forever 21?
Really? I thought
Wait, you want to go fold shirts?
I thought you'd apply to this one, to Abercrombie.
Oh, now, okay, that one too then, next.
Hold on. So you want to go work at a shirt store, and I want to go work for the WWE?
Yeah, don't worry.
Like-
You're going to be a millionaire. He's going to be asking F-boys if they need a bigger size.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Hey, Mocha.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Of course. Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Richard Branson was the first billionaire to build his own rocket and go into space. So there was Branson, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos, who were all sort of jockeying for the opportunity to go weightless for a couple minutes in rockets their companies built. Branson was supposed to launch a little bit later in the summer, and then he moved it up.
Why?
Now-
Is it because of...
Because
Bezos?
Bezos and brother Bezos announced that they were going up, so Branson moved his up, but he said it had nothing to do with them.
He's like, they're going up. Yo, hold my beer.
Exactly. Virgin Galactic, it took them a bit to get to this point. So a rocket test that they did in 2007 killed 3 people who worked for Virgin. Then another one in 2014. killed one pilot and seriously injured another. So like they've like,
wow.
Yeah, these tests weren't flawless. Like people died getting Virgin Galactic to this point. They had 2 really, really disastrous tests. Branson joins a group of only how many people on Earth have left the planet and gone to space? What's that number? How many people?
Like regular people? Or is it like astronauts?
Well, I would say
how many people?
I would say astronauts because up to this point it's only been astronauts, dingbat.
Yeah.
So how many people have left Earth to go to space? What's that number? You think it's like a super low number or super high number?
No, super high.
You think it's
You're
a
talking
super
about people
high
like
number?
places all around the world.
Yeah, but okay. Well, Afghanistan doesn't have a space program.
No, but Russia does.
Yeah, sure. Russia.
Right? China does.
China, sure. U.S. Okay.
We have an arm.
We do. Yeah.
I'm going to say
Not anymore.
125.
125. Maury, what are you thinking?
I was going to say 15.
15. 15.
No, that low?
1-5.
There was like 5 people on Branson's flight.
So you think 10 more people around the world went to
Like,
space?
did you watch Apollo 11? So you think they went from
them.
Apollo?
So 4 there.
So you think they went Apollo 11 and then
4, 5, 6, 7. The one, the guy that put the flag in the moon.
Okay. So you think it went flag in the moon?
Flag in the moon. Apollo 11.
Okay.
And then Sputnik, which was like 2 people.
Okay.
And then now.
Okay. Right. And the dog.
Right.
Right. Laika. The Russian dog.
I didn't count the dog.
Okay. No, 600 is the number.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 600 people.
I was going to say, what about Commander Hatfield?
Yeah.
17.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Elon Musk tweeted out his congratulations, simply saying, beautiful flight. Jeff Bezos went on Instagram to say, can't wait to join the club. Oh,
damn.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's really
hurt.
is. You know he's pissed.
And this is eventually what regular people are going to be able to do. Right now.
How far up did they go?
They went he had weightlessness for, I think it was 4 minutes. And then they came back down. So when you get to the sort of crest, you undo your seatbelt, and then you experience weightlessness for like 4 minutes, and you're in space. Basically, you're doing the thing.
Yeah.
And then you make your way back to your seat, and then they bring you down. But as it is right now, these sort of leisure packages that people are able to purchase on whether it's Virgin Galactic or the Jeff Bezos adventure craft right now are like $250,000 for a ticket, right?
How long? Like 4 hours? 4 or 5 hours?
I don't know how long it takes. I don't think it takes that long.
That you're up there.
Maybe. Like you're not up there for that long. You're in space for 4 minutes, and then they sort of bring you back down again.
That's it?
Yeah, it was 4 minutes of weightlessness.
What a ripoff.
Ripoff?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. It's fine.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you watch the UFC on the weekend?
Bruh. Did I?
Conor McGregor's leg broke in half. Like he broke his foot right off.
It was
If you missed it.
so gross.
Okay, so I showed it to Roxy the next morning when she woke up.
Okay.
She loves this stuff. Oh, she loves this stuff. She watched the whole last fight with me too.
Really?
Yeah. She loves this stuff. And so if you missed it, so Conor McGregor, like he was doing a lot of foot kicking, I guess, as opposed to arm kicking. He was doing a lot of kicking, right?
Yeah.
And something went wrong at some point, and then he stepped back in a weird way, and then his foot broke off.
His left.
Yeah, his left foot broke off.
so gross.
And when I say, if you didn't see it, when I say his foot broke off, so look at your leg right now, right? So where your leg joins your foot, right? If that foot wasn't there, there would just be a stump.
Yeah,
Okay.
your ankle.
So Conor McGregor rolled his ankle so bad that the part of his leg that was touching the mat was the stump, okay? And then his foot inside his skin was completely detached behind the leg with the bottom of his foot pointing to the ceiling.
Yeah, gross.
Okay, so it was stump on the ground, foot behind the leg, and the bottom of his foot was pointing to the ceiling. But I guess he went through 3.5 hours of surgery, and everything is doing well. This is Conor McGregor.
What's up, fight fans? The Notorious here. Just out of the surgery room. Everything went to plan. I'm feeling tremendous. We got 6 weeks on a crutch now, and then we begin to build back. It was a hell of a first round. It would have been nice to get into that second round and then, to see what's what. But it is what it is. That's the nature of the business. A clean break of the tibia, and it was not to be. Dustin, you can celebrate that illegitimate win all you want, but you've done nothing in there. That second round would have shown all. And, onwards and upwards we go, team. We dust ourselves off, we build ourselves back, and we come back better than ever.
Yeah, okay.
That's not happening, sir. I don't care what you say.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
That is not happening. Your foot was like, girl, bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Wendy Williams coming under fire again.
God, what now?
So Wendy Williams on her show was talking about a TikTok star who was shot and killed last week. And the way Wendy Williams sets this up is it's the weirdest and most disrespectful way to get into a story about how somebody was shot and killed. Listen to this.
I have no idea who this is. Neither does Norman. Neither does one person in this building. Maybe Sus does. Do you know who Swavey is? Clap. Clap if you know who Swavey is. Okay. Sus?
Nah, it's not my cup of tea that I got going on right now.
Well, he's a TikTok star. He's got more followers than me. 2.5 million.
Wow. On TikTok, but on Instagram, you have more followers.
Well, as my son Kevin would say, no one uses Instagram anymore. What? And as far as TikTok, I don't use that at all. I don't know what that is. I don't want to be involved. So here he is. He's 19, and he was murdered Monday morning.
Jesus.
Can you believe that setup for the delivery of the
Like, you would think it's going to be like this big, uplifting, fun story.
Yeah, or he was going to be a guest or something like this, right? But then people started to point out, hey, listen, it may not be as sort of deliberately callous as you might think. And then people were pointing out to the time when Wendy Williams announced on her show that her own mother passed away. And listen to how that went down.
Attention to all of my bosses. I am wearing very long shorts underneath.
Talking about her legs.
It's just that in the name of my mother, because my mother, she's like, Wendy, you got them. They're long. You show them. She also talked me into picking out this outfit today. She's also died. Yeah.
Okay. Like, it may just be the way
that's just how
she delivers awful news. I don't know. I don't know, but she's a weird one. But a lot of people are saying that she needs to make a personal apology to Swavey's family.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Nick Cannon on his radio show talking to City Girls, and he seems to say in this, I'll let you decide.
Okay.
But Nick Cannon had 4 kids with 3 women in 1 year. And they bring up the fact that, that's a little excessive. He makes it sound like it was actually deliberate. Listen to this.
Real advice now.
I mean, just stay true to yourself and wrap it up.
Like wrap it up, like hurry up and wrap it up.
No, wrap it up as in
protect yourself.
Wrap it up and protect yourself. Like,
I'm having these kids on purpose.
What I'm saying.
No accident. Trust me, there's a lot of people I could have got pregnant that I did it.
Okay, but just have fun. Continue to have fun.
The ones I was supposed to get pregnant.
Okay, I say YOLO.
There it is. You only live once.
Wow. The ones that got pregnant were supposed to get pregnant.
There's no way you planned that, Nick Cannon, you liar.
Maybe you don't plan it, but maybe he was just deliberately being super cavalier with stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe he wasn't, I don't think he was trying to avoid things. I just don't know why you would put yourself in that. Nobody has that kind of time management to have 4 kids with 3 different women in 1 calendar year. Like, nobody has that kind of time management.
I'm just thinking, like, for the rest of this year, right? Like, Nick Cannon got to go through, like, Halloween.
Dude.
He got to go through Thanksgiving. What are you going to do at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Right?
You can't have everybody
Thanksgiving
over.
Is huge
Not
in
to
the
mention,
States,
he's got
obviously.
the other babies with Mariah.
Yeah. And then Christmas?
And another one with one of the other girls.
What about all these new babies. It's their first Christmas.
Yeah. First Christmas doesn't count. I'm not worried about the first one. First, they don't care. They don't care. You could do it in August. They wouldn't care. Put the tree up in August. Save yourself some time. But this is time.
Be giving them ideas.
YOLO, right? Isn't that what he said? Didn't he break out YOLO? Nobody's used YOLO in 7 years. And here's Nick Cannon doing it. 4 kids in 1
even
year.
Drake's like, I don't say that anymore. Come on, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Olivia Jade is the daughter of Lori Loughlin, who went to prison. Remember the college administration scandal where Massimo Giannucci, the dad, and Lori Loughlin, who was
Aunt Becky,
thank you. They went to the joint because they did this sort of backdoor scheme where they got their girls into prestigious universities by faking their backstory, basically. They created their own backstory for their kids.
She never really went to class, right? She just became a YouTube star?
Well, and then she went on YouTube and was like, oh my God, college sucks. I don't want to go to class. I just want to sit and do my makeup.
Yeah.
But anyway, so on Gossip Girl, they reference this in a scene, the new Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
This is 2 characters talking about losing. Listen to this.
All right, you know I would never do anything like that. It's just some crazy kind of...
Social media nightmare. You as someone who loses is bad for business. I didn't lose anything.
And everything will be fine so long as you win. Olivia Jade gained followers when her mom went to jail.
Exactly. Her mom went to jail. For Jules to rise above this, she has to destroy Zoya.
Okay, so then what happens is everybody goes, sue them, they mentioned you. Do you remember that show, Ginny and Georgia? Was that the show? I don't know what it was.
And they made like a Taylor Swift
and
reference?
it killed the show.
Uh-huh.
That show was so promoted. It was incredible. And they made one Taylor Swift reference of somebody going through something like Taylor Swift goes through boyfriends. And it
in my opinion,
killed the show.
I didn't think that line was bad.
No, it wasn't. But it killed the show,
Yeah.
right? So people were trying to do this to Gossip Girl, and then Olivia Jade had to address it, being like, am I suing Gossip Girl?
I am not suing anybody. I don't think I even can. I mean, I'm not going to go try and get up against Netflix or HBO or whatever is on. But I think you're allowed to use names. I mean, they didn't ask. I didn't give consent. But that was the same thing with the college doc on Netflix. Like, I didn't give consent for them to use any of my YouTube videos.
No, you can't sue over something like that. You dingbats. Go to college. You'd know something.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Paris Hilton's got a new cooking show. Remember when she did that video where she made, what did she make, a lasagna? Is that what she had?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, obviously, this is going to become a cooking show where she's going to get a bunch of her celebrity friends around and they're going to actually do it. Well, they are doing it. It premieres August 4th on Netflix. It's called Cooking with Paris. Now, in this clip, Paris doesn't measure correctly and ends up putting way too much seasoning on a hamburger.
I'm not sure of the exact measurement of what you're supposed to do, but this is what I do every time. Just go like, oh no. All right, that's too much. So I'm gonna do my towel trick again. Take a towel.
A wet towel.
Bottled water. Who knows what's in these sewers, to be on. And then dab the meat. Usually you would not just throw the salt like that. I think I got a little excited doing my first cooking video. After it's cooked, you want to put it into a drainer and just get all the oily stuff. It's so nasty.
Into a drainer. And then she says it's so nasty. You know
Paris.
I'd watch that show.
What are you doing?
I'd watch that show. Absolutely, I would watch that show.
She's like the celebrity version of that YouTube channel where that guy cooks, and it always starts out looking real great, but then he starts throwing stuff in the toilet and like pouring gasoline and motor oil on it and just hitting it with a hammer. And I'm like, what? I just got suckered into this, and then I wind up watching, a 3-minute video on a chicken cutlet taking a poo. Yeah, it's not good. Anyway, that's August 4th with Paris Hilton. It's called Cooking with Paris.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So the Stanley Cup is finally heading to Montreal. To be repaired. Sorry.
Oh.
I guess they had a party with the Stanley Cup down in Florida, and the Lightning got a little rowdy with it.
Yeah.
And there was rain, and I guess it fell, or somebody fell with it. I don't know. but they like flattened the cup part, the top part of the cup.
Like a pancake?
Yeah, like it just.
Oh,
yeah.
So why are they sending it to Montreal?
That's where it gets fixed.
Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was like the losing team has to fix the cup.
Could you imagine? Wouldn't that be great?
They called all the Montreal Canadiens back. They were like, all the players from the Habs.
Which one of your dads got tools?
Yeah. Carey Price is like, I do. My dad.
Yeah. Cup keeper Phil Pritchard said, all good. Going in for a tune-up. No big deal. It has been damaged before in the past, including in 2018 when the Washington Capitals were doing cup stands on it.
Oh, no.
While drinking. And I don't know, they broke it or something.
Of course.
Yeah. But I think that's what makes the cup so cool is that it's been just so damaged. Like
It's been partied way harder than any other trophy.
The thing has been rode so hard, like for real. Like no other trophy has been ridden that hard than the Stanley Cup. That's what makes it kind of cool, I think. And then, Maury, didn't you buy a beer for your dad that had been siphoned through the Stanley Cup? Whoa.
Gross.
He's going to get scurvy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Biggest snubs and surprises from the Emmy nominations yesterday. Bridgerton star Regé-Jean Page, he was nominated for Bridgerton, but Phoebe Dynevor was not. Billy Porter, once again nominated as Best Actor for Pose, but also MJ Rodriguez finally getting the love for Best Actress. She now becomes the first trans performer to earn a nomination in that lead acting category. Lena Waithe was shut out for Master of None. Were you fooled by that new season of Master of None like I was?
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't, because
neither
it
did
popped up on my thing where it said new episodes, and I was like, oh my God, new episodes of Master of None. And then I put it on, and I was like, I don't watch that.
Yeah, I watched the trailer, and then I kind of went through like the episode descriptions.
Yeah,
and I I was like, "Where's Aziz Ansari? This isn't the Master of None that I know."
It's like the Master of None universe, right? It's like
their version of the multiverse.
Yeah,
I know. It's a spinoff.
It is
basically.
It is, but call it something else, I guess. I don't know, maybe. Emily in Paris got nominated again, and remember when Emily in Paris got nominated for a Golden Globe? Everybody was like, "What?" And then it turned out that was part of all the shady dealings with the Golden Globes, and that was the people behind Emily in Paris were flying these foreign journalists out to Paris to do these big on-set visits, and they wine them and dine them, and people felt that they bought their Golden Globe nomination. And so it was kind of tainted. And I really actually felt bad for the people who worked on the show because it's not their business, right? Like this is all the business behind the show. So I really felt bad for the cast. But they wound up getting an Emmy nomination, which is crazy.
Are people happy about it? I guess.
No. No, because everybody thinks that the show is still awful. Hugh Grant was nominated for The Undoing, but Nicole Kidman was not.
That's weird.
Weird, right?
Yeah. Nicole Kidman was that show.
It was Nicole Kidman, Nicole Kidman's hair, Nicole Kidman's coats.
Yeah.
Like that was the show.
And then Hugh Grant somewhere in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Weird, right? And The Boys on Amazon, which I love that show.
I know, that's your show.
Got nominated. But I think Mandalorian and WandaVision were the two front
got
runners.
The craziest.
Yeah, that got the craziest amount of nominations.
I saw people freaking out on Don Cheadle. Because
that's the thing with Don Cheadle is Don Cheadle got a nomination and Don Cheadle doesn't even understand Don Cheadle's nomination
for Falcon Winter Soldier,
right?
Where Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, I don't think were nominated at all. Were they?
No, because they would be in the more lead categories where Cheadle was nominated in like a guest appearance category, but Don Cheadle was nominated for a scene that he did in Falcon and Winter Soldier that was 90 seconds.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Right?
And it was like the first episode too, right?
Yeah.
I saw people going in on him.
Yeah, and he replied being like, I don't get it either, man.
Yeah, he was like, what did I do?
But off we go, right?
Yeah.
Maury.
You know who else got nominated?
Who's that?
Mariah Carey for her Christmas special.
Did she?
Yeah.
And Prince Harry, Meghan Markle were also nominated in a sort of roundabout way because the Oprah interview was nominated. So that special in itself was nominated.
So they get the recognition for that as well?
I don't know if they were officially listed on whether they were producers of it. That would be weird if you're the subject of an interview. Who knows? But they're in the same category as Letterman's My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, United States of America with Kamau Bell, Vice, and Stanley Tucci's Searching for Italy. So that's sort of in the world where they're nominated, I guess. I don't know.
And Mariah Carey, by the way.
And Mariah Carey was nominated. Yeah, let's not forget about her.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the Roz Mocha Show podcast.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, what is your question for the room?
So my question is, do you ever find your wife's or partner's hair in random places?
Gross. Why do you ask?
Well, so my hair, I'd say it's somewhat longish. I mean, it goes to about the middle of my back. But I have days where I just want to shave it off because it drives me insane. I'll be in my car, and sometimes, like, the day before, it'll get caught in the seatbelt. And so when I'm driving, I feel tickled, and I think it's a spider. And then I find out it's actually my hair that broke off. Or the worst is when you're doing laundry, and somehow after the laundry, the hair gets woven into your pieces of clothing. And just,
Okay. I used to have really long hair, and this would happen to me with my hair, and it happens every now and then still in my life with Catherine's hair. And I don't know how it happens, how it gets in there, but I've pulled them out of my butt before. Yeah. Have you ever, lady, done that?
No.
No?
Ashley, have you ever pulled your own hair out of your butt?
You ever pulled a hair out of your butt?
Oh, my gosh.
No? I've done it before, where I pulled a long hair right out of my booty.
How does it get up there?
I don't know how it gets up. Shem, you're waving your hand.
You're speaking truth today, brother.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, every time I have relations
yes,
with a lovely lady,
Yeah.
For like days afterwards,
Yeah.
I'm pulling hair from parts of my butt and
Yeah.
different parts of my body.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've
I
never
have
had
never
Really, huh?
pulled hair out of my butt.
Also, I keep my toothbrush very close to where Catherine keeps the brushes, and I've used my toothbrush without realizing that one of Catherine's hairs was wrapped around the bristles, and then it got all intertwined in between my teeth as I brushed. Okay,
No,
so there's that,
thanks.
and then Catherine, when she drives, right? So she drives, and sometimes women, if they have long hair, they will do this move where they grab their hair and they just pull it all the way down looking for loose ones, right? So when she does that when she drives, she pulls all the loose ones out, and instead of going out the window, they go on where the passenger floor is.
Oh,
so
gross.
so if you look in Catherine's car, it's all her hair on the floor mats of where the passenger sits, and if I'm in the car, she'll still do it while she's driving, and like not even knowing it, she'll still do it, and
is that a habit?
yeah, but then it goes on my leg when she's
get
there.
that girl a brush.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So we find hair like all over the place. All over the place.
So I will in the house find hair, like Jenna's hair, like in our bed or on the counter or like in my in the sink or on my clothes, on my hats. Like I'll find her hair, but I'll also find the dog's hair as
Right,
well.
right,
Golden
right,
retriever,
right.
shed like crazy. And Ashley, much like you, like for some reason, after doing laundry, it gets into the fibers of your clothing. So I'll go to pull like it looks like on the surface, it looks like just a tiny piece of hair. And you go and you pull it, and then you see that long strand is like intertwined in like 3 places within your shirt and
Yeah.
pulling out a long piece of hair.
Yeah, that's what it's like when it comes out of my bum.
I've never had that problem.
No, but you've never been with a woman though, Maura.
No, but
You-
Matthew's hair's long now.
It's not long.
No, it's not. What's long? Like how far? Like down, like Ashley down to mid back?
No. Just like from his front of his forehead to the back of his head.
How
That's
does he
not
manage?
long. Yeah, that's not long. No. That's not long. Yeah, no. When you get with somebody who's got like some like severely long hair, you find it everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Now,
yeah.
Ashley, are you with somebody? Like, are you married? Are you dating?
No, I'm single at the moment.
Oh, okay. So, but when you were dating or anything like that, would your partner ever find like long strands of your hair
in their butt?
Oh yeah. And then he gets so like, because it's I don't know, even my hair, like it bothers me when I find it like in those odd places. So it would bother him. And so I would jokingly say, okay, well, I'll just cut my hair. He's like, no, I love your long hair. But it's so annoying some days.
Yeah, but also beard hair. When I do a trim,
Yeah.
it goes everywhere.
Oh yeah, beard hair is the worst.
Oh, it goes everywhere.
You should get. My brother-in-law got one of those things from Amazon.
Yeah.
Where it's a cape,
Yeah.
and I think you put the cape around your neck.
Yeah, and it's got
right?
a scoop.
And then no, and
Oh.
then the other end of the cape, what would traditionally just hang low,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The bottom has these suction cups that you then stick to
The mirror.
Stick to the mirror. So when you're shaving or you're doing a trim, all the hair just falls into the cape, and then that way it doesn't fall like on the counter or on the floor or in the sink, and then you just wrap it up that way and then dispose of it how you
If Catherine walked into the bathroom and I had a bib on with suction cups on the other end stuck to the mirror, she would never have sex with me ever again. Never. That would be the end of it. That would be the end of it. She would never sleep with me ever again. No.
That's why you locked the door.
That is to me, that's a sign of weakness. Okay. You can't show that kind of weakness around your woman.
Ashley, thank you so much for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show. We love you. We appreciate you. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
It's definitely, you've asked me this before, and it's still the same. It's definitely Roz.
Thank you.
What was your reason the first time? What's your reason now?
Oh, he's just, I don't know. Well, first of all, he has a sexy voice. He gives really, really good advice. And he always seems to have an answer, like, for everything. And that's something I struggle with. Like, sometimes I'll freeze if someone asks me something. But he always seems to have an answer. And I don't know. I wish I could be like that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's.
I think you can be like that. Just have an answer.
My brain.
So what's preventing you from doing that then, Maury?
See? Yo, Ashley, thank you so much. We love you.
We love you too.
All right,
Bye.
go.
Bye-bye.
This next question comes to us from Matt. What is the most... Oh, my God. I cannot wait to hear Roz's answer for this one.
Stop.
What is the most extreme activity you've done in your life?
Me? I'm afraid of everything.
Yeah, let's start with you.
I have not done. Okay, so let's roll.
Jaywalk,
You
probably.
played squash.
Yeah, that's not a really extreme activity. You wear eye coverings and all that other stuff, though. I've never bungee jumped.
Yeah.
I've never skydived. I've never ridden a horse. I've never.
Maybe motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean,
Would that be extreme?
I drove a motorcycle, sure, but that's like. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I guess maybe driving a motorcycle, but I don't do like things. Like I'm afraid of everything
Well,
like
the
that.
world.
I don't have an adrenaline gene. Like I get no enjoyment out of any of that stuff. Like I don't look at something like skydiving or bungee jumping or anything like that and go, "Oh my God, I want to try that." Like I don't. Like I've never felt the need to do anything close to that. Like I don't. Jeez.
Like even in Toronto at the CN Tower, how they have the edge walk where you go at the very, very top
I would not
of the
do
CN
that.
Tower.
I wouldn't do it.
And you're strapped in. You got like 2 straps.
No.
Right? And you walk around the perimeter of the CN Tower overlooking the entire city.
Zero interest.
I've done that twice.
Damn it, Maury and I did that once.
Yeah, no, I have zero interest in that.
I've walked
zero.
the staircase in the CN Tower.
Well, that's stair walking, Maury. That's not really what you would call an extreme activity. Maybe
I
it's
guess
for you.
him, for
Yeah,
your bad lungs
exactly.
and your heart.
That's a lot of steps.
Yeah, you're risking death at that point. But like, I've never gone in like a Shark Tank or like any of that stuff.
like
what
that.
have you done? Have you ever gone skydiving?
Never done that.
Bungee jumped?
Never done bungee jumping.
Okay.
I was giving, like, I don't know, like the most extreme thing, if you want to call it extreme, was like years ago, my wife and I did the Spartan race, which is like those Tough Mudder type races where you're trekking through mud and you're running through long distance and you're carrying weights and running from one end to another.
I still wouldn't call that an extreme activity,
right?
though. No,
you could drop a weight
no.
on your foot. That's extreme.
No.
Oh.
Anybody?
No.
Maury?
You can raise your hand?
I'm looking at you, Maury.
I'm not going to raise my hand unless you raise your hand.
You can bleep that out, I'm sure. I thought I would trick Maury. No, I don't do extreme.
I've done whitewater rafting.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I did whitewater rafting once.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't know what, I mean, obviously, back then, I didn't know how to swim.
No.
But I
you
was
went
wearing
whitewater rafting without learning how to swim.
in Ottawa, yeah.
Knowing
In
how to
Ottawa.
swim's not going to help you if you fall.
Well, I mean, I
into
was
the
wearing a
thing
life
now.
jacket.
Still, though, man, that's
And a helmet. I had a helmet.
I would say that's extreme. I would say not having the ability to swim and going whitewater rafting is extreme.
It was so much fun, though.
I would say
I'd do it
that's
again.
extreme.
I went through the caves behind the falls. You get wet.
What falls?
Niagara Falls.
Oh, you can't. Okay.
No, but
You
that's a
got
tourist
wet.
attraction.
So you got wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's extreme. More like, name an extreme activity you've done. Maury's like, one time I got wet. You know what I mean? I did go zip lining. when we were in Mexico, where I
Yeah.
zip lined through a ring of fire. And then it takes you ziplining right through a waterfall.
Whoa!
So
Like Cirque du Soleil.
and you're high,
Yeah.
like you're high, and it was 10:30 at night, so it was pitch black. So you're ziplining over a jungle through a ring of fire, and you can't see the bottom. You
Okay,
don't know
there
how
you go.
tall you are.
That's
You
extreme.
did that?
Yeah, I did that.
I could tell you how I almost went ziplining. I got as far as sitting in the thing, and they were about to release me, and I got
Yeah.
scared. They had to send the truck up to get me because I
Right.
wouldn't go.
That story is just as interesting as I thought it would be for somebody who says, "Let me tell you the story about how I almost went ziplining."
I chickened out from ziplining.
What about parasailing?
Parasailing?
Yeah,
like,
what about that?
Like on like behind a boat?
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay, because I've done that.
I'll fly a kite.
I've done
Same thing, right?
I've done parasailing.
Have you?
Parasailing, yeah.
Like on vacation? You trust one of those guys that you pay cash to?
Oh my God!
Whoa!
There's
So
no
it was,
chance,
It was
man.
Jenna and I, right?
No
And
chance.
the guy was like, the guy goes before he straps us in and lets us go up in the air, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, if you have your phone, I'll take some pictures of you guys up there, up in the air." And I was like, "Cool, no problem, right?"
So you hand the guy a phone?
So I gave him my phone, and I checked the pictures later on, right?
Yeah.
There are pictures of Jenna and I
Yeah.
parasailing, but there's also this guy must have taken like 20 selfies.
Really?
Yeah.
Like on purpose, or he forgot how
Yeah,
to turn the thing
no,
around?
like on purpose. Like I think he
Rude.
did it. He probably does this to like
Yeah.
every tourist. Like he's like, let me troll these guys.
Yeah.
And he took like 20 selfies.
Really,
on
huh?
his-
So rude.
on my camera roll.
So rude. When we were just we rented an RV on vacation, and we went out to the middle of nowhere. And when we got to the place to check into this one campsite, the first thing they do is they hand you a little card that has the bear rules on it.
The what?
Bear rules.
Like bear? Like BEAR?
Yes, of like where you can store things, where you cannot store things, what can go in the tent with you, what should never be in the tent with you. Like you can't even, on the list of things, they say don't even go in the tent at night if you're wearing the clothes that you cooked dinner in.
What?
Because
the bears
they'll
will come after you.
They'll smell it.
So what are you supposed to do with those clothes?
You have to put them in the car.
Really?
Lock it all up in the car. Coolers don't work. Nothing works. The bears, they said the bear will smell a beer in an unopened can.
What?
And
Don't
come
you have to
for
string
it.
stuff up in the trees?
No, you lock it up in a car. That's the only way to do it is to lock it up in a car.
What if you want to have a drink before bed?
Then you have to take that can and lock it up in the car.
Really?
After you're done. Yeah. They said they can smell an unopened beer can and will come looking for it.
Yeah, no,
So if you have
that's
friends, right? Like if you're camping with friends and you like put a hot dog in their tent or whatever, just to like have
Why?
just to
So
like,
your friends get eaten by a bear?
no, just to like troll them.
murder them.
Jeez.
You're
That's not
twisted,
trolling, man. I know people, right? Like
That's accessory to murder.
I'm
Put a hot dog in
okay.
your tent.
Like I'm not saying that I heard from a friend. Okay, good friends of mine were camping in the same park we were, and they were in a tent.
Yeah.
And they were in a tent, and the car was parked a little bit farther from where they were, right? And the car had all their food and everything else
No,
in it.
thanks.
They woke up in the morning, and the entire front of their car was ripped off.
No. Why? The bear could smell the stuff
bear,
that was inside
the bear
the car?
was trying to get into the car and ripped off the entire bumper and the casing around the front headlights.
Not cool.
Yeah.
So how is some cars okay and some cars not?
Well, I don't know. It just depends. And you have to call if you see a bear sighting.
Yeah.
You call, and then when you're in the front of the office, when you check in, they have all the sightings of where things have been sighted and
Oh my God.
what camps and what like campsites that they've been seen at. It's crazy, man. Bear rules.
Do they tell you what you're supposed to do? Like if you see a bear, you're supposed to like stand still or something? Or
You know what's weird is apparently you're supposed to just be real rational with the bear. And like, because I always just thought like that old joke of like, I don't have to outrun a bear. I just have to outrun you. Right. But apparently you're supposed to be rational with the bear and be like, hey, buddy.
I always thought
eat me.
you're supposed to appear bigger than
That's
you are.
what
like,
I thought
to
too.
scare the bear away.
That's
But
what I
you're supposed
thought.
to have a convo?
Apparently you're just supposed to be rational with the bear and not say, like, not try and scare the bear, not try and be bigger than the bear. You're apparently supposed to just be rational
You're
with the bear.
supposed to stand still and play invisible because they can't see
Play
colors.
invisible?
No, like you're
Man.
supposed like that way they don't
Oh,
see you.
Who said that bear can't see colors?
Isn't that true?
But
like
what-
they're all colorblind?
Yeah, but then everything would just look delicious.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
I didn't make up the rules. I just
You're supposed to be rational.
That's what I heard. You just have a conversation with the bear.
I'm just here with my family.
Yeah. Maybe don't eat us, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of
Cool.
food. Like I got a lot of food here. If you want food, I'll hook you up. No problem.
I'm
Just leave me and my
telling you.
family
I'm
alone.
telling you that there was this myth of you have to be bigger than the
What
bear.
if you have like a package of hot dogs that are for the bear? So if you see a bear, you throw a hot dog far away, it'll go after the hot dog.
But they know who has the hot dogs at
Yeah.
that point.
And then your hands smell like hot dogs, and then that bear's coming
here's
after
the
you.
thing. Here's the thing: is they don't know you're throwing hot dogs. They think you're throwing little parts of you, right? So why would I go and eat the little bit that you just threw when I can eat the whole thing?
So it'll ignore the hot
that's
dog.
standing in front of me, acting invisible.
And that's why I'll never go camping.
Okay, next question.
Bears.
We spent 25 minutes on one question.
This one comes from.
You should go camping though.
No.
Does your wife want you to go camping?
I think she does, and I just said I would never.
And you would never.
No.
You're never
I've
going to
gone
take your boy
many times.
camping?
Especially after that bear
But
story
you're
that
never
you
going to
told?
take your boy camping? You got to take your boy camping. Come on. What kind of
like
father
true
are you?
camping where you have to shower or bathe in the lake.
Listen to Maury. As long as you get naked. Listen to
Yeah,
Maury,
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, I know.
You're so
Get
weird,
naked
dude.
in nature. No.
I've gone true camping where I portage.
Yeah, so have I. Yeah.
Great, cool,
yeah.
cool story, bro. Tell it
Yeah, I
again.
know, yeah.
And then what
Yeah,
happened?
Yeah. And then what happened more?
And then we got to our campsite.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Great.
Okay.
Man, you're a hell of a storyteller, Maury.
Melange Creations writes in. Melange Creations Toronto. Do you have a memorable coworker in the past that you won't ever forget?
Many, but
Probably not good
but for
experiences?
mixed reasons, yeah,
Yeah.
like for both positive and negative reasons, for
yeah,
sure.
same. I have. Oh man, there's one boss I had. This guy
Yeah.
used to love to yell.
Yeah,
Love to yell.
yeah.
That guy always sticks out of my mind as I guess a memorable coworker. Much like you, Roz, I have people that I've worked with in the past where I remember them for good reasons, and then there's some I remember for not so good
I
reasons.
worked at a vinyl siding factory when I was younger, and our foreman, who used to work the night shift, they called him Blackie. Because he wore head to toe black all the time.
All black everything.
Without question.
Really?
And the story was that he wore black because he killed a guy.
What?
And and I worked at this place without ever knowing the truth, without ever knowing whether my boss had killed a guy, and that's the reason that he was in a constant state of mourning, and always wore black to work and throughout his regular life too, like head to toe black, everything.
I thought it was supposed if you had like a teardrop tattoo.
Well, no, he wasn't in prison. I mean, or I don't know, but that was the story that he
And?
always wore black, and I never got the answer because
Oh, you never talked to him?
No, because hell no, I was 16 and it
Yeah.
was summer work.
Hey, you don't want to be on Blackie's hit list.
No, how do you walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, I heard a rumor that the reason you wear black is because you've killed a man"?
Yeah.
Right? It's very difficult
Maybe
to bring
you can
up.
find him and ask him now.
No.
Do you remember his name? Like his
Blackie, that's it. I don't know.
You don't know like his full name?
Hell no, you don't know, because when you go in, you do an interview. Like when you're that young and you're in that part of the country where you're like dealing with small town, the only requirements for you to work is the difference of you getting hired that day and not is whether you had your own steel toe boots.
Really?
That's it. That's
Wow.
it. Because they don't want to buy you a pair.
Yeah.
Right. So if you showed up with your own goggles and steel toe boots, they'd give you work.
You're hired.
Yeah, you're hired. They'll train you for a day, and then you're sort of off. So you don't meet anybody,
Yeah.
and it's so loud in there that you can't talk to anybody. And then you got a guy walking around who is possibly a murderer. Right? That's summer job. Right? That's where it was when I grew up.
Wow. Damn Maury. Memorable coworkers?
Oh, tons of memories. Like I have my friend Punch Andrews, who got me into this business, who's not with us anymore. I used to hang out with him at bars and stuff all the time, and he would
Right.
drive me home.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. Yeah.
An old boss that if we were in a board meeting, he would open the door and throw change on the floor in front of me and say he knows what to do, and that meant I used to have to go and get him a latte.
Wow.
And it's the same boss.
God.
It's the same boss
Wow.
that he would show up at my apartment downstairs and call me and say, "All right, get down here, let's go." And he'd kind of like kidnap me for the evening, and I have to go back to his place and watch him drink and smoke cigars.
Wow.
Is that the boss who also passed away a few years ago?
he's passed away as well.
Oh my God.
I know.
And then the boss that showed up
Maury,
at my place.
maybe Maury's the one that should be wearing all black. You got a lot of ex-coworkers that passed away.
And then the boss that showed up at
That
my
did
basement
really terrible.
apartment.
Wait a second. We've just heard 3 stories now of people that treated Maury poorly that he used to work with who have all since passed away. And those are his stories.
No, the first one didn't treat me poorly. He just, we hung out a lot.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
And then the other boss that showed up at my place, my basement apartment, because he had a fight with his wife and he wanted to move in for a while. So he had garbage bags full of his clothes, and my boss lived with me for a few weeks.
Your boss had his clothes in garbage bags? What was he the boss of?
Waste management.
And I'll never
apparently.
forget, I was up chatting with guys in my bedroom on the computer, and he was in the living room on the couch, and he'd be like...
You just sounded just like Kit from Napoleon Dynamite just now.
And he's on the couch, and he'd yell into my room, because he's the one that did all the scheduling. He's like, yo, brother, don't you have to go to bed? Because I got to get up in a couple of hours. So my boss was in the other room yelling at me to go to bed.
Why did you allow your boss to move in with his garbage bag
What are you
of things?
supposed to do? Close the door?
Yes.
I'm
yes.
sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just jealous that I've been up all night
Chatting
chatting with babes online.
Okay. Jesus.
Justin Bradshaw asks, Mr. Noodle or Kraft Dinner?
Kraft Dinner.
Same.
Mr. Noodle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Kraft Dinner all day, baby.
Kraft Dinner.
No,
and they
Mr.
have new shaker things for Kraft Dinner now that you can do ghost pepper shaker things.
No, I just want traditional Kraft Dinner.
Yeah.
Just
No,
straight up mac and cheese.
I'll do Mr. Noodle all day over Kraft Dinner.
I used to...
Mr. Noodle with some hot sauce in it, like a little couple drops of Tabasco.
Is Mr. Noodle different than Cup of Soup?
I think
isn't Mr. Noodle a company?
Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Noodle is sort of like ramen, right? Like it's long noodles. Cup of soup is like chicken noodle soup, just in a cup you pour hot water. But Mr. Noodle is like a thing. Like it's its own. It's its own
I could
thing.
smell that brick right now when you open it up in the package. Because it really didn't smell like anything.
Smelled like salt.
No.
No. It didn't smell like anything until you mixed a little packet of it's basically sodium.
Yes, that's all
Right?
it is. Salt and MSG.
Yeah.
Right?
You just mix that in.
Yeah.
I used to kill and
those little
2-3 bags.
Those little hyper
in one
dried,
sitting.
like 3 tiny little pieces of carrot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Noodle all day. All
What are you
day.
talking about, Mom? I'm eating vegetables right now.
Yeah.
It's in the soup.
Yeah.
Would it be bad
I'm
for you
still,
if that's
I'm still
all you
saying
ate?
Kraft Dinner.
Oh,
probably.
Yeah, it can't be good for you. That much salt is just not good for you.
Mary says here, Roz, I
Yeah.
saw you got a boat. Did you end up naming it Forced Family Fun, like you said you would if you ever got a boat?
Man,
if not, what'd you name it?
I gotta stop saying stuff on this show. Like, who would have thought that I can make that joke and now I'm a boat owner?
Yeah.
Right?
If I ever got a boat, I'd name it Forced Family Fun.
I should. No, I didn't name it, though. I didn't name it, but now
It's
I guess I
bad
have
luck if you
to.
get into a boat without smashing it with champagne and naming
It's
it.
an inflatable boat, Maury.
The bottle bounced off and hit him in the face.
Like, or I'll sink. Who smashes glass on an inflatable boat?
But was that part of the discussion? Like
No, there was
at all?
no.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. There was no discussion on what to name the boat. I should really have that conversation with my kid because I think that she'd like to be on it, and then we'll stencil some spray painted stuff on there. or
You
something.
should just throw out the name and see what they say.
Forced Family Fun.
Forced Family Fun.
Yeah, I don't think my kid would ever talk to me again.
No. Melody says here, do you guys still use a traditional calendar or is everything written on your phone?
We have a traditional calendar at home that we all write our dental appointments.
We all?
Is there just 2 of you in the condo?
Or is that guy with the garbage bag still living with you? After
Go
all
to
these
bed,
years.
Maury. You gotta work in the morning.
He's not even his boss anymore. Do I still? No, I don't have a calendar. No,
No.
I just my phone. I never even look at it. to
It's
be
just we
honest
find
with
it
you.
easier if we're sitting, in front of the computer, or whatever. Just write your stuff in your
What
appointments.
stuff? What do you mean
Dentist,
stuff?
Doctor's appointments, Matthew's massage.
How many different kinds of massages does Matthew usually get?
Just one from some lady.
Yeah.
Where she doesn't actually touch him.
Oh, it's one of those where he goes for like the touchless massage.
She puts her hands over him, and he swears, "Oh wow, it's magical!
What-
it really
how much
works."
does he pay this woman?
She only takes cash.
Of course.
Hold on, I've never heard of this kind of massage before.
No, it's called.
What is
Hold on
it?
here. Yeah, it's
like a touchless.
Don't you remember when Julianne Hough did Reiki? Don't you remember when Julianne Hough did this and the guy like put an electroshock in her butthole and then she freaked out when she was on the table?
Well, I mean,
Don't
come
you
on,
remember
if it's that.
Don't you remember that? Look up. I bet you still have it in the system. Look up Julianne Hough. Hold on here.
So what happened? So how long are the sessions?
They
an hour.
They wiggle their fingers over you. They don't even touch you. They don't even touch you.
And then what does it do?
It's like something to do with like removing bad auras and
Yeah.
chemicals from your body.
It's such a scam. It's I cannot
How much
believe.
does Matthew pay?
It's like $80 every couple weeks.
Okay, so
Does benefits cover that?
So
No.
this is Julianne Hough during her energy healing treatment. And so what this guy does is he puts his hands over your body, where like twinkly fingers, okay, checking your energy. And then I believe he then jams his finger in your butthole and lifts you up.
What?
Okay, yeah, like lifts you up.
Yo, Matthew does this?
You're fully
No, not
clothed.
that, or
You're-
I would
you're-
have a problem with
you're-
that.
You're fully clothed, but listen to Julianne. Listen to Julianne Hough.
nervous system.
Okay, so what he's doing is he's just lightly touching her back.
And there's always a huge dissipation of energy and a feeling of
Okay, now he's got one little
release,
hand on the back of her neck, and her head just starts shaking like crazy. Now his fingers in her butthole. Okay, his fingers right in her butthole. Oh, now he just took his thumb and just now she's she's on her stomach and her head and her feet are like trying to touch each other. Like she's trying to fold in half. Now he's not even touching her and she's just like flipping around like a fish on the table. And he had
fingers still in butt?
No, fingers out of the butt.
Like she's possessed?
Yeah, like she's possessed. He put his hand in her bumhole for a couple of seconds, and then she went into absolute, just incredible possession. Listen to this. Ready? Listen.
expression of emotion may happen when the system moves, when energy that was stored or bound up in the muscles begins to dissipate. And if we're really free, release,
Here we go with the butthole.
freedom.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Is that what Matthew's doing when you're not around? He pays for this?
I'm gonna have to make some calls.
Yeah.
$80, huh?
$80 cash. And does he get a receipt for work
No
to write?
receipt,
No.
no.
Interesting how that's not doesn't sound like it's on the up and up at all.
To answer your question, Melody, in our house, we don't use a traditional calendar. We just use the calendar on our phones.
Yeah.
Dallas says here, from Maury, damn it, Maury, can you please explain the process of making wine? He's been to enough wineries. He should surely know by now.
Okay, it's very easy. You how far back do you want me to go? Like you grow the grapes on the vines.
Okay.
Okay. There's different kinds of grapes. Muscat. You have others.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So then you take all the grapes off of them, sometimes by machine or by hand. Then you're mushing the grapes. Okay. Then
How do they mush them?
by feet or by machine.
Okay.
Okay, depending on how traditional you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put them in barrels.
Have you ever asked like any of the wineries that you've gone to visit whether they
they
use a
take
machine?
you on a tour and they explain
no,
it.
but whether they use a machine or if they're mushing it with their feet?
Most use machines.
Right.
Okay.
I
And then
think
what
for
do they
sanitary
what do they do
reasons.
with the peel, the skin of the grape?
Oh, it's all in there.
Yeah.
Like it's mushed so much that it just becomes a liquid, like if you're blending carrots or something.
Okay. And then where does it go?
And then it goes into the barrels.
Okay.
And something to do with the wood ferments it, and when something happens with the fermenting, that alcohol magically appears.
So magic is what you're saying, right? So that's what we've learned.
The grapes are sitting there in
Maury,
the sealed thing for so long.
When somebody asks you if you can explain something, right? And then if at any point in that story you have to describe the process as magic, you best just say, no, I can't explain the process.
But I don't think I'm far off.
Yeah, but listen.
I think
okay,
you're pretty far
yeah.
off.
Roz said magic.
No.
I said
You said then magic happens.
No, I said somehow it happens.
Bro, you use the
word magic.
Did I?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So then,
Like 45 seconds ago. What's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah. Okay.
But because it's sitting there for so long, the grapes kind of go bad, and that's what makes the alcohol, and it makes it wine.
Magically.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
So to answer your question, Dallas, no.
No,
Maury
you cannot
cannot
explain.
No,
describe.
I just did.
No. You don't know what you're talking about.
Alexa
How do you make
says
vodka?
Here, oh, yeah, here we go.
Potatoes.
Okay.
You put potatoes, you smush potatoes, and then they sit.
And then they...
Magically.
Right. Okay.
Alexa says here, what is a habit that you started in the beginning of COVID and have continued to do and probably will continue to do?
Gain weight. I love it.
I was just going to say eat more.
I love it. Yeah. I don't even want to lose the weight I gained.
No?
Nah. Who cares?
I
I
was
love it.
pushing elevator buttons with my keys, not my hand.
Oh, I guess there's a lot of those.
Oh,
weird
yeah.
little
True.
things, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff.
I wash my hands more.
You do, eh?
Yeah, I think
don't.
using sanitizer and washing my hands a little bit more, I think. I just
want to.
I just do it now out of habit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But that's definitely one thing that I picked up over COVID. I never used to really wash my hands the way I do now. But now it's just like second nature.
Oh my God. So I wanted to tell you guys this. So I don't know if anyone else has experienced this or not.
Is it magic?
No, but it's so we were walking our dog and patios are now open.
Yeah.
And this patio near us has some tables on one side of the sidewalk and some tables on the other. So if you're walking, you have to sort of go between the patio.
Okay.
And I haven't been around crowds for like almost 2 years now. I had a slight panic attack because I didn't want to go near a crowd.
Mhm.
Not because I was going to catch something, but because I just didn't want to be around a crowd.
Right.
And I don't know if this is new where
Oh,
we have to
probably.
retrain ourselves to be around people, but I freaked out going near this.
I know that's happened to people that I know where they've just gone through some like mild anxiety when just going about their day doing regular things when things started to open back up again. I do not have that at all.
Yeah, but you kind of live your pre-COVID. You lived your life as if it were like you stay home all the time. Anyway.
I stay home all the time.
Right? You don't go
Yeah.
places. You're not like
No.
We'll never find you like in a mall, just like walking around browsing.
No, but I did do that though. Like I'm doing that more now. You know when the mall's open when we were on vacation, I went first thing in the morning, stood in line.
Oh yeah, you stood in
I went
line?
in the mall, stood
you
in
would never
line.
stand in line?
No, I stood in line. I went in. I shopped. I went into the change room.
Yeah?
I touched everything.
No.
I put stuff back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. So I'm more sort of like I'm more free now than I was even before COVID, because I've just been pissed off that things are closed, right? And so I'm like I'm on patios all the time.
Yeah.
Twice. Twice. I've been at 2 patios, to be honest with you.
No, you're so anti everything that you would even go to a mall to try clothes on.
I know. Isn't that wild? I bought clothes for the first time, and I bought a new pair of jeans and a t-shirt for the first time.
That you didn't order online.
That I didn't order online. It's the first in-store purchase of clothing in probably, I'm going to say, 3.5 years.
Seriously?
Yeah. Now that said, I have a stylist that I work with as well for the TV show, and I get stuff sent to me.
Yes.
Right? But that, for the most part, is just not clothes that I'll just like kick it in.
Yeah.
So
But
you actually had to pay, like you had to pay for clothing.
well, let's
And
not
then
go
look at
that
the
far.
receipt.
Let's not go that far, Maury. Okay. But yeah, no.
Did you hit up the food court?
No. I don't even. I wouldn't go to a food court anyway, though. I've never enjoyed the being in a food court.
No?
Oh,
No.
Oh my God, I love it.
You do? Really?
Yeah.
Szechuan or Taco Bell?
Man, I love the food court.
You
Are you
do?
kidding me?
Like sitting down?
Yeah.
Eating there like that?
Absolutely.
Walking
it's all,
around?
It's all
trying
part
to...
of the mall experience, the visit.
No.
Oh my God, I love the food court.
With the plastic tray?
No.
We used like back in the day, we used to just go to the mall just to hang out at the food court.
Really?
And that was
huh?
it.
Yeah.
And then you leave.
No. I've never.
I went on a date to the food court.
Did you?
Yeah.
Didn't go well, I bet.
It was modern.
Is he dead now too?
I was going to say, it was
Where'd you go? Do you remember?
Szechuan.
Okay,
Pizza
so
Center.
so here's my question. If you go on a date to a food court, do you both have to order the same thing, or can you get Szechuan and he can get KFC, and then you just have to go
No,
and try and
because it
find
was-
each other at the table?
No, because it was his idea that we went to the food court and I wanted something else. He gave me $10 and said, "Go nuts."
No. What did he order?
I got an allowance. He ordered the Szechuan. I wanted Taco Bell.
And what did you wind up getting?
Taco Bell.
You did.
And
You got $10 at Taco Bell from back in the day?
Yeah,
that's a feast.
No, I had to give him the change.
Wait a second. You went on a date with somebody. You went on a date with somebody to the food court, and when you got there, you were just like, hey, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wanted to treat you for lunch, but on a date, he gave you a 10 and said, "Go nuts" in the food court.
Yeah, 'cause
like
he
you're a
was in line
child
for the Szechuan.
Like,
Szechuan.
this is what you do when your kid goes to like the candy store or like Palladium or like where you can either play shuffleboard or like who goes on a date and gives somebody $10 to buy their own lunch?
Because I didn't want the Szechuan.
That's so weird, man.
So what happened then? Was it your first date?
No, this was like second date.
And what time of day was this? Evening
It was lunchtime.
or lunchtime?
Lunchtime.
Lunch
Because he had to
date.
go back to work after lunch.
Oh my God.
Where'd you meet this guy? Online?
Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay. And then so how did you guys ever see each other outside of the mall or no?
No, we always met up at the mall.
But you never went on, he never came over or anything like that?
I went to his place. Yeah.
Yeah. And how did that go? He gave you $10
and said, "Go nuts."
and said, "Go nuts."
You'll find us on Instagram at Kiss925. It'll be a picture that says "Ask Roz Mocha," ask your question, go nuts, and we'll try to get through as many as we can. And just to confirm, that guy's not dead, right?
No. Well, I don't know.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.